everybody. Welcome to Paradice and to the one-shot that I'm about to run. I have a big binder right here in front of me with all my notes, and I still don't feel like it's enough. So it's going to be great. Thank you for all your love on Twitter today and all of your just love in general in chat. You guys are amazing. We're so happy to have you. I cannot wait to get this started. But before we do, our audio tonight is brought to you by Syrinscape and Soundstripe, and it will be mixed by our very own Sean. We use these services for Advantage in Paradise, and we highly recommend them. There's tons of options to take your adventures to the next level. So, way to go, Syrinscape and Soundstripe. I couldn't couldn't play without them. I need music in my ears when I'm playing. One thing I do want to say before we get started, and I already told the boys this, and this is for chat as well, mistakes will be made. I am a very loose rule of cool DM. I'm probably going to forget stats and do math wrong and all that fun stuff. So just remember that as we're playing. All right, and I'm going to toss it over to Sean for partner stuff.
As you wish, Madam DM. All right, so our partners for our stream, we have several, and I'm going to list them for you as Shannon normally does, but I am now the assistant to the DM. Our first partner, our premier partner, is, as many of you know, Arcane Spectacles. They are creators of beautiful spell trackers and other TTRPG accessories. Mugs are their latest accessories, and they've got new things coming out every day. I also believe they're going to be doing a promo for their hit dice trackers as well for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. But if you go to the shop, grab yourself a spell tracker, grab yourself a mug, whatever you want. Make sure you use the Paradice code, Paradice, for 10% off of your purchase on their Etsy shop. It's a great way to support Arcane Spectacles, and it's a great way to support our stream. Next, we have the lovely Talon and Claw, creators of gorgeous wooden TTRPG accessories like DM screens, dice vaults, and dice. I personally have one of their DM screens. I love it. Can't wait to use it again once D&D sessions happen in person again. There as well, you can use our Paradice code to get 10% off of your order. There's a lovely example of it from Stefan. Really, really awesome. So it's a great way to support another creator in the community as well as our stream. Next, we have the Underground Oracle Publishing. They're creators of incredible D&D 5e supplements. Sign up for their Patreon and join their Discord for endless homebrewed content for your 5e games. We have used some of it in the past, such as the Prongs of the Black for Cal, and more in the future. And last but not least, we have Eddie York, the original character artist for Paradice. Check him out on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, wherever you can find him. He is absolutely incredibly talented. He makes all the original art for Paradice, such as the awesome Curon shown by Stefan right there. We are working with him on future projects. Absolutely hire him. This is our second to last programming during our break before the main Monday night show, Advantage in Paradise, returns. Make sure that you stick around tonight and come check out our next show on Saturday, which will be DM'd by Duval, a really great friend of the show and an amazing DM and player. Our own Clayton and Stefan will be joining that game. Remind me of the time for that game.
3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Excellent. Be there Saturday 13th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for an awesome game. And without further ado, I believe it is time to turn things over to Shannon for the game.
Thank you very much, Sean. All right, let's begin. The day is beautiful. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, and the air is warm. You just started school a few weeks ago, and you've been on some incredible field trips with your teacher, Miss Frizzle. You've just been dropped off at school, or walked to school, however your preferred mode of transportation is. And you are walking towards your classroom. It's early in the morning, so there aren't a ton of people here yet. You read the signs in the hallways as you walk. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. If someone needs a friend, be that friend. Spread kindness, not germs. everyone is welcome here. Feeling invigorated, you step into your classroom to await the day's adventures. As you walk into the classroom, you see its usual setup. The desks, the notebook, the chalkboard, the collection of artifacts you've collected from your field trips, your prior field trips. You also see a familiar little kobold waiting for you. And Sean, if you would like to describe your character, please do.
Yes, Liz of Art is a little kobold who is more akin to a horned chameleon than a typical red kobold, with green patchy scales and the classic horns, as well as the ever awkward eyes staring in all manner of directions. My name is Liz of Odd. I am a kobold. Welcome to school.
Excellent. Now, as each of you enter your classroom, ready for the school day, I would like you all to take turns describing your characters. So whoever wants to go first. You can raise your hand if you want, but you don't have to. I'm just going to volunteer somebody if you don't.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
go.
Going in, looking at Liz, but not paying too much attention to him, and kind of hurrying to the back seat in the class, is a small goblin. He has a large bow on his back, and he's pretty built for a goblin. Like, he looks pretty strong. Kind of got some peach fuzz, wears his hat a little to the side. He sits and kicks his feet on the desk, and you can see that he's wearing loose sandals that have his toes sticking out. And
toe shoes at school.
and no problem. I mean, bring it up with the teacher. And yeah, I just hang out back there and keep to myself.
Excellent. Who's walking in next?
Next walks in a tall Firbolg. She's about like 6'8". She has brown hair, hazel eyes. She's wearing a yellow dress over red leather armor beneath it, with like short bob cut hair. And she's kind of furry, and she's clutching a wooden quarterstaff nervously as she looks around the room, and she goes, "This is my first day here at this school. I hope I make some friends." And she goes and sits in the front of the classroom.
Oh, I'm sure you'll fit just right in.
Lovely to hear.
Who's next?
Next walks in Gore-athy.
I can't even take you seriously with that name.
Gore-athy.
Go on.
She is a Goliath, standing at 7 feet tall.
I missed that.
And she is she has a little pink backpack with a giant greatsword that goes through the bottom. And she is currently wearing nice red pants with a yellow shirt. She's got long black hair, and she looks down at the Firbolg and says, "Welcome."
Oh, it's lovely to meet you. My name's Old School, and you are?
Sit down right here.
Oh, you two are
Drizzlewool.
quite the tall ones.
Yeah.
Why don't
What
you-
did I tell you about sitting in front of me? I can't see a thing.
Shouldn't you be on the world globe, Lizzie?
Oh, I guess he's kind of right. Should probably sit a bit more conveniently for your classmates before Miss Drizzle gets here.
Frizzle, Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle.
Hey, Arnald in the house. What up, boys?
Oh yeah!
Oh,
Oh, Liz,
Oh,
what
no.
up? He high fives Liz Vard as he comes in. And he goes, hey, my name's Arnald. I'm wearing fucking yellow and white fucking stripes over my leather armor. Fucking, I'm a pale human with like a mound of red fucking curls. And
Oh
and
my
I'm a
God.
big fan of rocks. I like rocks. I'm talking fucking diamonds. I'm talking goddamn crack. Whatever you want, fucking, we got the rocks, baby. And then he sits down like near the front of the class.
Oh my God.
I don't feel very comfortable. I like my old school better.
Hey, shut the fuck up, new girl. Jesus Christ.
All right, kids, that's not
learn about minerals today.
that's not how you're supposed to talk to each other. Before Miss Frizzle gets here, everyone take your seats.
Mrs. C never would have allowed this kind of behavior in my old school.
Right,
Hey,
let's
shut up when Lizard's talking.
let's-
She's fucking important. Jesus
all right,
Christ.
let's let all the background characters walk in now.
Remember.
Funnily enough, there are no background characters. You guys are the only ones in the class because small group instruction is the way to go.
COVID affecting this
so-
too.
Tension. Did I not get the memo?
This is detention.
As you are waiting for
Oh my
your
God, is this the-
your miss-
Is this the fucking breakfast club for the goddamn Magic School Bus kids?
Yeah. As you're waiting for Miss Frizzle to arrive, you wander over to the Classroom Artifact Collection, which is at which all of the artifacts that you have collected from your previous field trip are proudly displayed. Now, they are also on display with the reports that you and your classmates have done when you return from the trips, because that is an important part of the learning experience, is to write down what you learned. So, as you're waiting, I would like to invite all of you to share what your favorite artifact is from either the display, or if you have something different that you want to share because you're new to the school and haven't gone on a field trip yet. Go for it.
So for today, I really like this artifact over here. It's a nice cloak with triangles all over it. I just really like the pattern. It's really mesmerizing. We got this on a school trip when we visited the medieval. I wasn't paying attention.
That's right, we visited the medieval.
Yeah, I remember that trip. That was a pretty fun one. That was that time we used those arrows, right? We fucking killed those guys. That was a good time.
Oh, well, you know.
It was a learning experience for me. I got to tell you, Liz.
Miss
It was a
Frizzle has-
dangerous time. A lot of eye openers.
All right, who would like to go next?
I remember the time where we went to Theros and I met Zeus, the god of thunder. He
That's
thought I
right.
was a dog or something, and he threw the artifact over at me. Luckily, he didn't know that I had my net, so I just threw that and caught.
And
Wow,
I pick up the artifact, and it's a a wooden boomerang with lightning bolts painted across it in purple fashion, like purple lightning, kind of like looks like the school pictures, the lightning bolt that goes in
Yes.
the background. Yeah, it's
Yes.
that all over the
Excellent.
boomerang.
Excellent. Very nice.
Very good, Snalos.
Wow, you guys go on some pretty crazy field trips. Back at my old school with Miss Seed, we went to a rookery, and we got to meet a big old rook. And I got these, and she takes out a pair of goggle glasses things that are shaped like a hawk's face. And she goes, I got these there, and they're really magical.
Oh, was all really cool. All right, who's next?
Yeah, all right, I'll go. And you see, shamefully in the corner of the display table, is a small pink square, and I pick it up and I go, I picked up this eraser, and it says on it, well, it erases pencil, which I think is pretty cool, and it says on it, the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art. That was the time we went there, remember? And I actually tried to use it as an eraser. You can see a little black smudge in the corner, and to be honest, it just kind of pushed the paper out. It didn't really
didn't really erase anything. It just kind of moved it a lot till it ripped. And so it's on the table, and my essay is here too. You can read it if you want.
Oh, that's very.
Like the Monets.
It's a very fun artifact there.
See, I rather
Arnald?
liked the Goyas. I felt that his expression of the innermost demon within people was frankly enlightening.
Are you sure you're supposed to be in 5th grade? Yeah,
What?
well,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah, well, on the last field trip, when we went to that mountain, I found this rock. And it's a pretty nice rock. Pretty good. I consider
Holy
it
shit.
pretty lucky.
Wait, That's a
found-
great rock.
It's a great rock.
Wow, we did not have rocks like that at my old school.
Yeah, you know, it's grey. It's rock-shaped. And it's lucky.
During recess, I can show you a couple of rocks.
I don't know what that means.
I think it means he simply will show you some rocks.
I'm gonna put this away in my pocket. Everyone sit back down. I think Miss Frizzle will be here soon.
Was that everybody?
Yeah.
Did everybody get to share? Excellent. As you all admire your hard work from the past few weeks, you hear footsteps coming down the hall, the footsteps that you know very well. The click-clack of the heels against the floor can only mean one thing. It's time for a field trip. You turn around excitedly to find a human woman stepping into your classroom, but it's not the human woman you were expecting. She is a big, bright smile like Miss Frizzle, and she's wearing a dress that Miss Frizzle would definitely wear, blue with the planets. But her hair is short and brown, not the usual mess of red curls that you are used to. As she steps into the classroom, she throws her arms open wide and smiles even bigger. Good morning, scholars! I'm Miss Drizzle, Miss Frizzle's older sister, and I'll be your substitute for today. Miss Frizzle sends her love and apologies. She had to go on a last-minute research adventure to collect information for one of her upcoming lessons, so she asked me to step in for her today. She walks over to Miss Frizzle's desk and opens a folder clearly labeled substitute plants, and she opens it and she reads it. Aha! She's left us a note that says, enter these coordinates into the arcane scholar carriage and bring back some exciting artifacts for us to study. Well, if that doesn't sound like an adventure, I don't know what does. Are we ready to go?
Usually, when Miss Frizzle's out, we just watch a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding, Nemo.
Well,
No, I
that's
wanna
certainly not what we're doing today.
I want to watch Sandlot.
I think we're old enough for Holes now, right? Can we watch Holes?
I love Shia LaBeouf.
All right,
Who
class.
does it? What range?
All right, class, quiet down. We gotta listen to Miss Drizzle, though I don't know who she is.
You know me, Liz. We've met many times. You're always with Miss Frizzle.
Yeah, remember that cocktail party?
Well, I certainly serve Miss Frizzle, and I suppose today I'll serve this pretender. But let's get ready to go, kids.
Okay,
Liz
thank
of
you,
Arn's
Liz.
gonna start a coup.
Yeah, thank you, kids. All
The
right.
loyal chancellor.
I
Throw
tried to
it
start
into the abyss.
I tried to start a resistance. Didn't print enough pamphlets.
Anyway.
You're the
Miss-
whiz kid. Why don't you work with the arcane thingy?
Who?
Who are you talking to?
Arnold, you.
Oh.
I believe his name is pronounced Arnald.
It is. That's not the right name. It's fucking pronounced Arnald. You get it right, Jesus. Yeah, I can fucking probably drive.
Oh, nope.
No.
I think that I'll drive. Usually when Miss Frizzle's not here, I drive. She usually
think-
puts me
yeah.
in charge. I am second in command.
Everyone,
Can you reach
Let's
the
try-
pedals?
let's try something. When I say ready to rock, you say ready to roll. Let's give that a try. Ready to rock?
Ready,
Ready
to
to
Ready to
roll.
roll.
Oh,
Ready to
Excellent.
roll.
yeah.
Follow me. And Miss Drizzle leads you out back behind the school where your arcane scholar carriage awaits you. It is magnificent. The body of the carriage is a beautiful oak brown and it's outlined in rose gold, and it gleams in the morning sunlight. An array of gemstones lines the rim of the wheels, casting a kaleidoscope of color onto the pavement below it. The whole carriage hums excitedly with magic, and as soon as you approach, the side doors burst open, welcoming you into its cozy interior. Do you all step into the carriage?
We never had one of these at my old school.
Christ, shut up about your old school. You're in a new one now. Fucking get with the times. And then Arnald steps on.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. Not as good as Miss Frizzle's, but it's pretty good.
Oh, this is Miss Frizzles. She left me the keys.
Mm. You're on thin ice.
Okay, Liz. Okay.
Could somebody help me get in?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Gore-athy. And I turn around and I like reach out my hand in a dramatic fashion.
Oh, wonderful. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Don't worry, old school. I only threw up the first 3 times we went inside this thing. You'll be fine.
Oh,
It's the interplanar shift that really gets you.
There are puke bags available under your seats. There are no seatbelts.
Isn't that against the law?
Liz,
At my
that was
old
the
school.
that was the old version. Don't you worry, it's been upgraded.
Well, I'm from the 90s, so I don't think I remember that clearly. And I told you this wasn't Miss Frizzle's bus carriage.
When you step in, oh, go ahead.
It was tangentially. Are there seatbelts on school buses now?
Yeah.
There are, yeah.
Oh, there weren't when we were kids.
Oh, yeah, no.
Keep going.
Oh, no, there were.
Yeah,
Some
they
buses.
They
Nobody
were
uses
slid
them.
into the crack and vanished.
Nobody.
Or broken.
Yeah, they were hidden in the ripped up part of
Get in a lot
the
of trouble.
seat because the bus hasn't been fixed in 20 years.
The
The duct tape, yeah.
Nothing falling out of it.
Oh, he's a pretty nice bus.
Amazing. All right. When you step into the carriage, you take in the familiar sight of the rows of red quilted plush seats. I imagine you all scramble to be the first one to sit in the back seat. So, first roll of the game, I would like everybody to roll an athletics check to see who gets it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Liz is just gonna crawl on the ceiling.
Oh, I better win this.
Yeah, by the way, Liz is just wearing some nice khaki slacks with some kicks and just a nice button up short sleeve buttoned all the way up.
Very pristine.
Are you a female lizard or a male lizard?
I'm in the wiki for Magic School Bus. It says that I am a male, but I go by female pronouns.
Got it.
And the only time I was voiced by Whoopi Goldberg.
All right, what are those
I'm a little
athletics
sad you're not doing your best
friends?
Whoopi impression now.
I got
a
16.
7, Shannon.
Okay, so not Arnald. What'd you
Dirty
get?
20.
Dirty 20. Okay, so Snarlos is the one to beat.
13.
Nope.
16.
All right. Snarlos, you are the victor of the back seat of the bus. The coveted
there's only one
place
back seat?
to see- Yeah, it's just one back seat. The whole thing is just gonna spread out for all 3 feet of him.
So what you're
There's
saying
no
is there's no
emergency?
fire door.
No, it's above. It's like you have to like dive through it. It's
How
there.
do
Don't
they
worry.
look?
It's up to regulation.
Okay.
Hey, you
Where-
should be happy you got the seatbelts.
my mom's an inspector of bus.
Your mom made us stay away.
Oh man. Once you are all seated in your seats, Miss Drizzle slides gracefully into the driver's seats, pulls the doors closed, and turns around to look at you all with a big smile. Seatbelts, everyone!
Like kids, you wanna be safe.
This
I'd
one
like to
doesn't fit
stare
around my
back
waist.
balefully first.
Sure.
Like, really? Come on. And then
Arnald,
and
put
then
that
I'll
seatbelt on.
seatbelt in. Yeah, like,
Excellent.
okay.
Very good.
Carlos puts on both pairs of
Okay.
I know.
seatbelts.
Remember the first time you didn't put a seatbelt on? You chipped a tooth.
Yeah, I got thrown out into nebulous space and turned
I heard
into a
about
lamp
that.
for a while before they brought me back in. I remember.
We weren't allowed to go on field trips for a while because of that.
You're right. You're
We're
right.
dead.
Oh, okay. He buckles up.
Are we all
This
buckled
is
in?
this is a safety concern. I can't fit this around my waist.
Oh, yes, you can. You just need to adjust it on the side. Let me help you. No. All you gotta do is release this little lever, and it makes it longer. You can do it. There you go. Yep. Great job, friend. All right. Miss Drizzle enters the coordinates from Miss Frizzle's subplans, and after fastening her own seatbelt, of course, and the carriage lurches forward amidst a swirling chaos of colors. You're pinned against the seat with the speed at which it moves, and if you hadn't been on these field trips
1.21
before,
gigawatts. Sorry, I had
like, if you hadn't been on these field trips before, like old school, you would be the speed of the carriage would just take your breath away. If you look out the window, you have to shield your eyes because it's so bright. The sounds of blustering wind rushes past the carriage, and you begin to feel the usual anticipation, wondering where Miss Frizzle will be sending you for today's field trip. After a time, you feel the carriage slowing down, and you brace yourselves for the screeching halt. Miss Drizzle throws on the parking brake with a flourish and says, "Aha! Here we are! Come along, everyone!" Sorry.
All right, everybody, one at a time. Get off the bus. Carriage.
Thank you, Liz. She leads the way out of the carriage, and Liz is making sure that everybody files out safely and in an orderly fashion. When you step off the carriage, the humid air smacks you right in the face. When you look around, you see tangles of trees, vines, and exotic plants that stretch for miles in all directions. In front of you, you see a large sunken pit made of stone and covered in moss. At the center of the pit is a sturdy stone pedestal with something on top that you can't quite make out, all except Old School with those eyes of the eagle. So, you see, Old School, is you see a silver monkey statue atop the pedestal gleaming in the tropical sunlight. What would you like to do?
Old School with the goggles on, clutching her staff, points with an arm and goes, Miss Frizzle, what's that?
Drizzle, dear.
What, Drizzle?
Miss Drizzle, there you go.
Drizzle.
There's another point against you, Miss Drizzle. You don't have the same last name as your sister.
Close.
Keeping an eye on you. As one of Liz's eyes stays on Miss Drizzle the entire time.
Love it. All right. Well, Old School, that down there. Well, tell me, what do you see? What do you think it is?
I see. Is that an idol of the ancients? To the monkey gods?
That is, I believe that is what
fuck,
it
we're
is.
back in Aztec times. They're gonna fucking rip out our hearts. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. I'm getting back on the...
Arnald, no, we all need to work together. And that down there, what Old School
Wait,
has so deftly spotted is the artifact that we need to bring back.
There are sacrifices in this time.
Oh, for sure.
I
You see
don't
that
know
fucking
if we've...
altar? Jesus.
Do we have to sacrifice the new kid?
No.
My vote's on the new kid, too.
Oh, kids, there's no sacrifices on field trips.
No. There is no need for sacrificing.
There might be.
I would like everybody
I'm with Gore-athy on this
to... Actually,
Apparently,
no,
we're the only
wrong thing.
canonical romance.
All right. Those of you with passive perception of 13 or higher, so that would be Liz, Old School, and Snarlos, you see something. For a moment, you think you see a dark blur of something at the edge of the trees. But when you look closer, there's nothing there. Then you begin to hear the low growls. And stepping from among the trees is what looks like a panther. No, 2 panthers. Wait, no, it's just one. And it has tentacles. Its gleaming red eyes are locked onto you, and it's baring its sharp teeth, pawing at the ground menacingly with 2 of its 6 legs. Upon noticing the creature, Miss Drizzle laughs and claps her hands together once. Okay, everyone, let's roll for initiative.
Jumping into combat right away, Miss Drizzle.
We never
Hands-on learning experiment.
Cool.
All right. 20 to 25.
I almost entirely just ate shit.
1 second. Ooh, there we go.
I got
I-
a 21.
I also got a 21.
Whose dex is higher?
3.
I have a +1. So
Okay, so we got Snarlos, and then we have Old School.
I have a 19.
Oh shit! I need to roll for the creature. Okay. All right, you have a 19, so you will go after Old School. Gore-athy. Any more 19 to 15?
Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry, I fucked up. It's a dirty 20.
Okay, so good thing I'm using an erasable pen. All right.
I got that.
Oh, you
erased.
should just do what I heard Mr. Sean does. He just crosses everything off in pen.
It's erasable. What's your name? Arnald. Arnald. All right, 14 to 10.
Got a 14.
14. All right, and I think that's all of you. And I rolled a 9, so we'll be going last. All right. So up first, we have Snarlos. And this creature is snarling at you and staring at you all. What do you want to do?
That thing part of the red jaguars or the silver snakes? I can't really tell.
Yes.
And then, and
That's
then
entirely.
I'm going to use a bonus action to. How far away is it?
It is. Let's say at this point, it is about 20 feet away from you.
Okay. Give me a second. All right, I'm going to move 5 feet up, and then I'm going
Okay.
to use a bonus action to throw a net at it.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
I can use this by expending a what do you call it? A maneuver, quick toss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do I need to roll something for that?
No, it's an attack roll.
Okay.
I got a. The hit was 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. And then it must make a. Use its action. So it is hit by the. If it's large or smaller, it is restrained until its turn. On its turn,
Okay.
it makes a DC 10 strength saving throw, freeing itself and
Okay.
breaking the net.
Okay.
Uh,
Sounds good. Does
then
it
I'm
take
gonna
damage?
It does not take damage from that, but is
Okay.
restrained now, so I should
Okay.
have advantage.
Oh, yes, you should, because the displacement trait is disrupted until the end of its next turn.
Sweet.
So yeah,
So good move.
Yep.
Good.
very good move.
We're gonna swing with the longbow.
Okay. Swing with the
Just
longbow or the
you're gonna
long
club it. Club it with your longbow.
Still
Swing it
use it
out.
with clubs. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
I got an 11 plus 10. Actually, I'll take sharp. Oh man, I should.
You have to decide beforehand.
Yeah. Next time. I have advantage though, so I'll re-roll in case I get a crit. Okay, I rolled a 1, so we'll take the first one. That's 21 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, 1d8 plus 5. I got a 2. That's 7
Okay.
magic arrow damage.
Great. Thank you very
And
much.
since I'm level 5, I go again.
Oh, that was a mistake on my part.
This time, I'm going to say it. I have the sharpshooter feat, so I could take a -5, is it? Or is it -10?
-5, I think.
Yeah, I think it's -5.
I'm going to double check.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, -5 penalty to the attack. I'm rolling with advantage.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay.
But it's -5.
I'm going to kill this thing, I swear.
He still would have hit it with -5.
So plus 10 to the attack from sharpshooter. And I'm going to roll the 1d8 plus 5.
Okay, y'all, the rest of you might not get turns. I'm sorry.
Secretly, there are 2 other displacer beasts.
I think I see
so that-
more.
That's 12 damage plus the 10 damage is 27 doubled.
I am very
is-
frightened at the noises in the bushes around us. Perhaps it contains more displacer beasts.
Was it like
No, why
47
would you do
damage?
Those are skunks, Gore-athy.
Well,
Burn the woods.
Snarlos, how do you want to take out this fucking beast?
2 arrows straight to the eyeballs.
All right. Well, that happens, and you see the displacer beast is restrained under the net. It's snarling and it's trying to get out, and then it just goes still as the arrows hit it right in the eyes. From the trees, I'm adding more. From the trees come 2 more displacer beasts. One on your left and one on your right. 2 more. Just here we go. And
Holy fuck, we're gonna die!
All right.
Arnold hides behind Gore-athy.
Old school, you're up next.
Upon seeing the displacer beasts captured and then killed, Old school cries out and goes, "No! Why would you kill it? The poor, beautiful creature! Please don't kill any more of them." And then she's going to cast
Mouths.
Entangle underneath the one that's closest to her. We'll say the right one.
Okay.
So you watch as the jungle vines start to, grow out around and wrap itself around the displacer beast. Must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Strength saving throw. You got it. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, that saves.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Arnald, you are on deck, by the way.
So upon seeing her spell fail, she goes, "Oh, this is nothing like my old school." And then she's just gonna cast Shillelagh. That's the one on her quarterstaff.
It's Shillelagh, dear.
Shillelagh. Oh, Miss Seed never helped me with that one. As she takes out her shield as well.
Stick.
Okay.
Hey, Miss C sounds like a grade A fucking dumbass.
Arnald, let's not talk about people we've never met before. We've talked about this. Well, I know you've talked
We
about
haven't.
it. With
You're a substitute.
Yep, that's why I know you talked about it. Old school, can you remind me what Shillelagh does again?
It's for my staff. I get to use my modifier,
Cool.
wisdom modifier.
Cool. All right, is that it?
And then she's going to hide behind her shield as she faces at this. She'll move up a little, so she's in front of it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
Excellent. All right, Arnald, you are up, and Gore-athy, you are on deck.
Oh, jeez. All right. Gee, crap. And he just sticks a hand out from around Gore-athy's body, trunk of an 8-foot-tall body, whatever the fuck. And we slang a firebolt, just a standard.
Excellent.
Firebolt.
Go for it. Is this the left or the left or the right one?
Both.
Twin.
I'm at the right one.
Gonna twin it?
Yeah,
Oh, you already
I
at
know
the
you're
right one?
with it.
yeah, but you can still shoot over me.
Yeah. I'll focus on the same one that.
Okay.
Yeah, the right one.
Cool.
It says, Jesus, it's 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I have a +8 on that. I catered out this character correctly.
You got that +5 to charisma.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do.
All right. How much
Yep.
damage does it take?
I guess 7.
7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Thank you. And is that it?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I
Gore-athy.
cringe back behind Dorothy.
Cool. Gore-athy, you're up. Liz, you are on deck.
Gore-athy takes the gum she was chewing and puts it on a greatsword as she slings it out.
Yeah.
And she looks over at Arnald, be like, "I'll be right back," and runs over to the beast on the left, dragging her greatsword, and then swinging it overhand for her first attack.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Cool. All right.
All right, 1 second. Okay.
That is a great sword.
But he
Okay,
didn't
so
say
that's
he was using great weapon mastery, so he can't.
I,
take
yep. Yeah. I don't have feet also. That's 21 damage.
What? 21?
He said
21.
natural 20.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for my second attack,
Mm-hmm.
and then so like it's on the ground. I'm just gonna poke forward and lift up.
Maybe another displacer beast might show up.
That's a 24 to hit.
That move.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll for damage. How do you want to kill this one?
Is that a terror
Exactly how I described. Just while my greatsword went through it on
just
the
grab
overhand
it.
swing, just poke forward underneath the ground and just lift the ground up and just
Excellent.
and
All
then
right.
and then walk slowly back to Arnald and be like, "Your cover's here."
I respond with, I have never been more attracted to anyone in my life.
and Gore-athy
Oh,
takes
man.
her gum from the greatsword and puts her back in her mouth.
Excellent. Awesome. All right, Liz, you are up.
Oh, well, it looks like the kids have got this under control. I'm gonna get a little bit further away. Not trying to get caught in this fight. And then I'm going to summon the powers of Miss Frizzle, as she is my patron. And I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast.
Excellent. Do it.
That's a 26.
Yep, that's double its AC.
All right. That's going to be 8 force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do what I
think you
should've.
broke Alex.
It's what I should have done before. I'm gonna cast Hex on that Displacer Beast.
All right, we're hexed.
It is hexed by Miss Frizzle. There's disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Dexterity checks. Excellent. Okay.
Kid, that was one in chameleon.
Oh my
That was a
God.
double joke for you.
She's older than you.
Oh man. Okay. Is that all, Liz?
Oh, that's all I can do.
All
Got
right.
nothing left.
All right. It is the Displacer Beast's turn. And who is closest right now? I actually think
Probably old school.
Yep. That was exactly who I was going to go with. Was it? Okay. So, all right, old school. It is going to leap towards you. And
You got this, new kid.
it is going to make a actually it's going to make one attack at you with its tentacle, and it's going to make the other attack at Gore-athy. So here comes the
Boom.
first one. Is a 23.
Yeah, hits.
Okay, you are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh. And
Nice.
the next one is going for you, Gore-athy. That I believe will hit. That is a 16 plus 6, 22. Okay,
That definitely.
cool. You are going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Oh, actually, hold on. I forgot. Both of you add 3 to that because it also takes piercing damage. So you took your bludgeoning damage plus 3 piercing damage. Also, totally should be rolling at disadvantage on this thing because its little thing is going. The thing that it does is going. So you can't really
The
see.
displacement?
Oh,
Displacement, exactly.
oh. Also, I have displacement, so you have to roll my attack at disadvantage.
Oh, do you?
I have a displacement coke. I'm not
Do
kidding. I look in my items.
I'm looking.
Oh.
You're just
Yes, you do.
generally out of
Yes,
sync.
you do.
Like,
I do.
blurring around the whole
Well,
That's
the second
my
one-
cloak with triangles on it.
You're right. That's on me for not looking at your magical items before we started. Well, my second one was a natural 20, so would you like to keep what we did?
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
take it.
okay.
I'll
Cool.
take the 9 damage.
All right. All right, back up to the top. Snarlos, you are up.
All right, Snarlos is going to take 2 shots at the one that is
pew.
aiming for the new kid.
Okay.
So
You're doing great, everyone, says Miss Drizzle from the sidelines.
Don't kill.
Why are you helping?
You have to learn how to do these things for yourself.
Miss Drizzle says as Arnold is eaten alive.
All right, I'm going for sharpshooter on the first roll.
Okay. Disadvantage.
10 minus 5. It has disadvantage?
Because it's got the displacement up.
Ooh, okay. So 7 minus 5 is 2 plus 5 is
7.
wait
That's
no,
not gonna
wait
hit.
no, plus 8 is
Still not gonna hit.
Okay. I shoot regularly for the second time.
Okay.
18 plus 8 is a
Yeah.
big number.
Yeah, that'll hit. That's 26. That'll hit.
1 plus 5 is 6 damage.
Okay. Oh god, math. Good. Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my movement. Am I next to any creatures, or I should ask
You.
that before I attack?
Yeah. No, you are. I mean, you're standing. You're with Liz. I'll say Liz is next to you.
Okay.
Okay, Liz, keep him distracted. I gotta go get my net back.
And I run over to the one that I downed earlier.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Old school, you are up. Arnald, you are on deck.
Okay. So old school is going to like kind of put her quarterstaff away and approach the displacer beast and goes, "Easy there. Easy. It's okay. I know we hurt your friends, but we're here to help. We're not bad." And she's going to try to tame the beast.
Okay. Give me an animal handling check.
I would be honored. That's a 21.
He's got an arrow in its butt.
Okay, with a 21, the displacer beast who was looking at Gore-athy, because that was the last one that they had attacked, turns and looks at you really sharply, and then kind of puts its paw down, and then starts to approach you slowly, and then it bows in front of you.
And old school puts her hand on its head and like kind of ruffles like its ear. Yeah, that's a good displacer beast.
You like as you're trying to pet it, like sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't, because it's still
It's
got
like
the whole
shifting
displacer
around.
thing. Yeah, but it appreciates it nonetheless. And
Now go quickly. You got to get out of here. I don't want us to hurt you anymore, but we have business to take care of for Miss Drizzle.
For Miss Frizzle, I'm just the substitute.
For Miss Frizzle Drizzle. McScrizzle.
It gives you a big lick on the side of your face, and kind of like at the rest of you, and then it turns around and runs away.
Can I cast Fireball or Fireball as it runs, just before it runs?
Sure.
Thank you. Do I still have disadvantage on it?
Yep.
All right, still a 16.
Yep, that'll hit. You and
Yeah,
old school
well.
are not going to be friends.
Yeah, fucking
Take
will.
the W. What are you doing?
That's a 7. No, it's a 15 damage. Sorry.
Okay. And oh god, it's got 1 HP left.
Damn it. And
you-
as it runs away, then if it's still running, I go.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
that's
still
right.
running.
You come back. You fucking fight Arnold. Yeah.
No,
you fucks.
no,
I
what
turn
are you
around and
doing?
I go for high fives at the whole group. I'm like going around like, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
No. The poor
Okay.
creature. Why would you do this?
What?
Old school. This everywhere. Every field trip. It's kill or be killed.
Do you know how many? Well, you know why there was room in this class for you to join?
Oh my
Liz,
Liz,
Liz comes walking into the group of kids. You notice Liz suddenly has a staff, because I have one, that just has first of all, it's got my lucky rock hanging from it. And second of all, it's got a bunch of stringy plants coming off of it that all kind of turn into a big bushel of curled red color, like Miss Frizzle's hair. This is my rod of the Pact Keeper. And just walk up. All right, old school, that was a good move. That was an alternative to what these kids are used to. This school is a bit more about the violence, but...
The hands-on learning experience.
It's right. But don't worry, we don't... They're just making fun. We've not replaced you, or replaced old kids with you.
I look over at Liz like, what are you talking about?
And one of Liz's eyes looks at Arnald, and then you just see Liz go, "That's enough for you?"
Yeah, Arnald shrugs and goes like, okay, man, what do you want?
Awesome. Okay. Well done, everyone. All right. So now you are looking at this sunken pit. There seems to be no immediate threats to you in the immediate area. It's 2-minute uses of the word immediate, but going with it. You see that you have the sunken pit, and there is a series of steps that lead down into the sunken pit. What do you do?
Narlos recovers.
All right, everybody, let's just take a step back. The last time we had to walk downstairs, it was just a myriad of death traps. So maybe we should like slow down a little. Arnold is saying this he's the last in the group. He's the last in line.
Yep.
Maybe we should check and like send somebody down first to like really look at it, you know?
Old school's new around here. He can learn the hard way.
I think she's a girl.
Aren't you?
Hey,
well?
no, it's okay.
This. All
Okay.
right. So this pit that we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So how deep is it about?
It is, say it's about 10 feet deep.
Okay. And so how far is the idol from us if it's in the center?
Gonna say, God, I did not prepare for these questions. I'm gonna say it's about 30 feet away from. Yep, 30 feet away from you.
Is the floor of the pit just grass or stone or what is it?
It's stone. Stone covered in moss. Everything is stone and covered in moss.
Okay. All right.
So Old School's gonna walk up to the edge of the pit without going in yet, and she's going to cast Thorn Whip at the idol to try to Indiana Jones
Indiana
Jones that shit.
Yep. All right. Well, you try, and your Thorn Whip comes out, and it wraps around, and as you go to pull it back, it does not budge. That was a smart move. Smart move. As you approach the edge, you saw on the first step down, something lights up in blue. Does anybody speak Elvish?
I speak Elvish.
Definitely.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Arnald does as well.
Excellent. So on the first steps, you see lighting up in blue, just a little bit at a time, from left to right, because that's how we read, from left to right. It says...
We're in 5th grade.
It says, what building has the most stories?
A library.
It lights up green.
Do you have to say it in Elvish or?
Sorry, yeah.
Biblioteca.
La biblioteca, Starlos.
I didn't know Elvish was so common. And
Okay. So it lit up green. And as that one lit up green, you see on the step below it, a new riddle comes up, lighting up in blue. Do you get closer?
Yes.
Yes, I stepped down to where it lit up, the first riddle.
Okay.
The green riddle.
The green riddle. Okay. This new riddle says, the more there is, the less you see. What is it?
Fog.
No.
Darkness?
So...
I feel like both those answers were right.
So...
sometimes, Arnold, the riddles aren't... it's not an exact science.
If you think about it,
Melon, right?
You feel...
Carlos is pre-med.
Take a deep breath,
Arnald,
Miss Drizzle.
as you as you say fog, you feel this kind of rumbling underneath your feet, and suddenly you find yourself flying through the air as the stair has just chucked you back to the beginning, and you are going to take
I wasn't on that stair.
It's one of those active traps.
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
African or European?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
It's one of those trapped riddles.
Arnald cries.
Oh.
He's such,
Fifth grader that
such a
got flung through
tough
the air.
person,
Yeah,
and then
I love it.
scrapes his
Well,
knee and starts weeping.
If you've noticed, he has
Falling.
not been a tough person.
That's true.
Behind people at every
Talking tough.
Love it. All right, so what do the rest of you do? You still have the green step and you have the blue step lit up with the next riddle, which says, the more there is, the less you see. What is it?
Well, is it darkness?
It lights up green. So now you have 2 green
That was
steps.
pretty obvious there, huh, buddy?
Hey, you're pretty
I'm
smart.
like 30 feet behind you. I don't know who you're talking to.
She says it under her
Except for
breath.
cataracts too.
You've got potential.
Limping back and
I think-
wiping snot off his face, Arnald joins the group again.
Oh.
Yeah, Liz
You
is.
good?
I imagine Liz is standing on the opposite side of the pit, like
Yeah.
just giving the students encouragement and just
Yeah.
like leaning on his staff, and he's got those like weird chameleon hands too that only have 2 fingers,
Yeah,
and he's moves, and he definitely moves slowly.
Yep.
Hey, you're doing pretty good, kids.
Gore-athy stabs her greatsword in the ground, and as Arnald walks back, you want a piece of gum? I have a got some extra.
Yeah.
No, fresh piece right here. I've got a little socket where it like flips up in the greatsword after I stab it in the ground in the holster.
Yeah, Arnald takes the piece of gum and like slowly puts it in his mouth as he rejoins the rest of the group.
It's
That's
cherry
the
banana.
spirit, Arnald.
Fucking
All
hate
right.
this.
Okay, 2 green steps, and the next one lights up blue, and this one says, what must be broken before it can be used? Think carefully, children.
Fucking eggs.
Okay,
I
that's-
got this one, and Gore-athy's just gonna slam the riddle with her greatsword.
Okay.
It's not the moment for
Eh.
violence.
So, luckily for you, we got the right answer before anything else happened. So your sword just goes right into the step and gets stuck for a second, and you have to just like spend a second getting it out.
I knew that was the answer to that one.
I'm sure you did. All right,
Oh.
so we've got 3 green steps.
Ate a cracking egg.
Oh my god. Next one lights up green.
What?
Or
I
lights
actually
up
didn't hear
blue.
you.
Oh, there's more than one way to crack an egg. Was the joke?
Oh, okay. All I heard was, and I was like, yeah, I agree. That's good to me.
You know, it's not Los. He's the class clown.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Liz, I got all of our permission slips here. This one's for me. This one's for Gore-athy. This one's for Anthony. I didn't know what to do for the new one.
Liz has like a messenger bag that they keep their components in and all the permission slips. I'll make sure Miss Frizzle gets these. I definitely don't throw them in a furnace.
Does anyone remember the last time we did any classroom learning? As we go down to the next step.
The next step.
I'm pretty sure that was our last substitute teacher who showed us a video.
Are you ready, children? The next riddle is waiting.
Oh,
They had us watch the TV edit of Mel Gibson's The Patriot. And I stepped down.
Sorry.
Oh my god. Okay. What can break even though it can never be touched or held?
My
Arnald and Old School and Gore-athy, you all feel a rumbling beneath your feet, and you
fuck!
are chucked back to the
Yeah,
beginning.
you
and
should all know, with all the violence you make, you can definitely touch a heart.
You all take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Don't
as
you
you
remember
are...
that field trip where we all held hearts in our hands as they were still beating?
Oh my.
That's why I was worried we were back in Aztec times. As he gets up again, like,
Okay.
Is it a dance?
What was the riddle
You
again?
know, like break dancing?
And Snarlos, you feel the step underneath you start to rumble, and you are shot back to the beginning and take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
What was the riddle again?
What can break even though it can never be touched or held?
all right, let's talk about this from back here. I say. We go back down there.
There you
Huddle,
go!
huddle,
There
huddle,
you
huddle,
go!
huddle.
Oh, a huddle. We didn't do this at my old school.
What can be
Well, so-
broken, even though it can't be touched or holded? Right?
Held, dear.
It doesn't rhyme.
None of
One
these
rhyme.
rhyme.
Well, but, okay, Miss Drizzle.
Crushing Arnold's creative potential.
None of these rhyme. Rhyming isn't real. Could have been the next poet laureate of fucking U.S. States of America. All right, what are we talking about? Fucking what can't be broken? No, what can be broken?
Even though it can't be
I
touched.
promise.
You see.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Step lights up green.
Hey,
Are you
Snarlos?
Googling this? Stop Googling
No,
it.
didn't Google it. I was about to, but I thought of it first.
It's okay. If you guys can't get it, I can always call Miss Frizzle with my rod. The pet keeper.
Is that like a lifeline? Do we only get like one of those?
It's up to Miss Frizzle.
To phone a
Can we-
friend.
Can we
All right,
ask
there's
the Twitch
another
channel?
wind up.
Is that? Can we ask the Twitch?
I guess Philippine.
You ask the Twitch channel. You know what? You know what? If you get stuck, I will allow you to. Yes, you can ask chat if you get stuck on an answer. That could be one of your lifelines. Yes. Also, Liz, I will say that there are 3 charges on that staff for the amount of times you can talk to Miss Frizzle in
I
a day.
appreciate the rules. I prosper under discipline.
That's something that can be broken.
As a warlock.
Chat.
Yeah,
Wind.
it should have been rules.
You could break wind.
Old school. You're all right. I say.
All right, I immediately revoke that. That is not allowed to help anymore.
Are you kidding me? No way. They're totally allowed.
Yes, they are allowed. Keep it PG, chat.
What's
All
the
right.
next riddle?
Do not give us
The
everything.
next-
Both barrels.
The next riddle lights up in blue. And as it's lighting up in blue and you're waiting for it to show up fully, Miss Drizzle says, "Oh, it looks like you only have 2 left. 2 more to go." I'm slowly turning into Snow White.
Yep. Or Mickey Mouse.
Yep. What? Stop it!
Oh, hi, Miss Drizzle.
Madam DM, just throw some curses at them if they keep talking.
Write this
Fucking
shit
get these
down.
kids all killed. Miss Drizzle goes home. She's like, passed my evaluation. Fucking get the fuck out.
Oh, nobody knows, nobody sees the life I've got when I go and help Miss Frizzle when she teaches adjunct community college on the weekends.
The next riddle. It says, "What cannot talk but will reply when spoken to?"
Penguins.
Who let Gore-athy on the steps?
And you are chucked back to the beginning. And oops, I dropped that one. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
I make
Okay.
very close. I make very sure that I'm not on the steps, and then I say,
A ventriloquist dummy.
You feel the ground rumble underneath you, and it just shoots you up in a few feet in the air and just drops you back down. And you take
Echo.
It doesn't even matter if I'm not on the steps.
3 points of bludgeoning damage. And what did you say, Arnald?
I said an echo.
Lights up green.
Oh,
Okay.
good job,
Very
kid.
good. You are on
Getting
the
crazy.
last riddle,
It's-
everyone.
You've got some potential.
These are like the stories my grampy always tells on Russian roulette.
Wait, what?
All
I
right.
think that's
Anyway.
coming down my throat.
The last riddle says, "Where does today come before yesterday?"
Arnold thinks to himself. The prime meridian. No.
In the
Where
movie
does
Back to
today-
the Future,
1 point of
It's a
bludgeoning
hit
damage
film
for you.
from 40 years ago that us 5th graders are definitely familiar with.
What was the riddle again?
Where does today come before yesterday?
Can we use a lifeline? Can we use our Twitch chat lifeline?
Are you sure about that?
Which you
Yes,
can either
we are sure about this.
you can either call
Liz,
Miss
do you
Frizzle.
have the answer? Because, like, we're going to get fucking killed here if you don't give us the answer, man.
Yeah.
Call Miss Frizzle
We
if
can't
you'd
afford,
like.
we're down to like 4 students. We can't.
I've got her
lose it.
emergency contact number here on my rod of the pack keeper. I can give her a call.
Is it a
Spell magic
dictionary?
lifeline.
What's it gonna
What'd
be?
you just say? Old
Is it a
school?
dictionary?
It lights up green.
Oh,
Good.
It is a
The Twitch
dictionary.
chat. The Twitch chat.
Help us with this.
Yep.
Thank you, Twitch chat.
it's a
Yep.
good thing we brought the new
Thank
kid.
you.
This is a good thing we brought the new kid.
We
Good.
almost didn't because we didn't
All
get
right.
a permission slip.
So now you are able to safely walk down all of the stairs, the steps of knowledge, if you will. And they are all the steps are
Dorothy's
green.
like 8 foot tall. She probably could have just slid down the side of the pit. I say as we finally get to the bottom.
Yeah, but
So as you get closer to the pedestal, you can all now clearly see the silver monkey statue on the pedestal. There are 6 roughly hewn stone wheels in front of it with the common alphabet etched into each of them around the outside of the wheel. What would you like to do?
Is this like a Ouija board?
I want to nudge old school so she steps on the alphabet.
Are the wheels standing up or are they
Yeah.
on the ground?
Yeah, I meant to
Oh,
say that.
oh,
Sorry,
okay.
they're standing up, so like they're like
Never
a
mind
wheel
then.
that you could turn.
Yes.
how many were there?
6
6 wheels.
wheels. All
Is
with the
there-
alphabet.
Is there like an arrow that points to a specific point, like where you have to turn
Yes.
it to?
Yes.
Looking at the wheels, inspecting them, if you will, is there
Okay.
any letter that seems to have wear around it?
Give me a perception check.
I have advantage as I lower the hawk goggles down. And
Excellent.
It's pretty cool,
inspecting
kid.
hardcore.
As she does that, I turn over and go, wait, if the arrows point to it, they don't touch the letter. Why would the letter be worn?
Didn't
I said
Miss
looking at,
Frizzle
like,
take us to a time where
around it, not just
phones?
on it, around it. Dirty 20.
Excellent.
I didn't hear
So
that,
you
sorry.
don't see
But
any
mine
of
is
the letters have any sort of extra wear, but you do see carved into the ground right in front of the wheels. You see one final riddle, and it says, "When flowers ride bikes, they blank."
When
The fuck?
flowers ride bikes,
They
they.
fucking pedal. They pedal.
Oh.
Question is it spelled with a T or a D? Because there's a different spelling for both.
I could spell it with the T or D.
Yeah, you got this, Gore-athy.
So tell me
Told you look nice today.
exactly how you spell this.
PEDAL.
Okay.
No, it's definitely the
PEDAL.
pun. She's going for the pun. Sorry. This universe is going for the pun, I think. So go PETAL is what I say.
These riddles do seem very tongue-in-cheek.
T or the D. T or the D. T or the
go
D.
with the T. Go with the T.
Go with the T. Go with the T.
Okay, children, remember there are 6 of them, and there is only that only has 5 letters.
Make sure you put the plural
Well,
at
if
the
that
end of
wasn't-
S.
Petals.
If flowers ride bikes, they petals? That doesn't make any sense.
It's a good point. And I think it might be the bike
D?
kind of pedal.
Wrong word.
I'm
PE?
just realizing that I made a mistake here.
Did you
but
misspell pedal?
it's fine.
Wait, is it pedal like a peddler? Like a guy that sells like fucking...
Hey, what are you
Shit.
buying?
All right, put in PEDDLE.
Hey, peddler.
PEDDLE. No, it's not peddler.
Yeah.
It's not peddler.
Technically, there's just too many of these circles.
Oh, shit, it's not penguin again.
So
Wait, is there a
Maybe
period?
the maybe
Is there
the
of the 6th one? Maybe make it pedal with a period.
so yep. So wow. there's a reason that I use this pedal, and I will hope maybe one of you can figure it out later. But as you enter PEDDLE onto the stones, you see the statue of the silver monkey. At the base of it, some steam comes out as you hear a very distinct unlocking sound. And if one of you were to go and pick it up, it would come free.
Maybe she implies that flowers are merciless salespeople.
No.
Sorry, flowers on bikes are merciless salespeople.
Old school,
so-
you didn't learn this lesson, but normally you don't take important things from the
Yeah, you
holding.
need a bag of
It's
sand
always
first.
crap.
For sure, bag of
Yeah.
sand.
Usually we will
Bag.
test it first, or use some kind of magic hand, like this one.
Like
You got lucky.
and
you are not,
Liz
like,
will summon
right
her mage hand, which is the same.
The same,
level.
yep. Yep, love it.
Ops the claw.
And you do something with that? With the mage hand?
Oh no, I was just showing the kids.
Oh, just showing. Okay.
We were just cautioning old school as to the danger of picking up random temple idols without a bag of sand, around.
See, if you look at our backpacks, we all have a bag of sand with us.
It's true.
Yeah, every single
And
one of
it's
us
not-
has at least a single bag
It's
of
not just for endurance training. It is
It's
practical,
right next to my lunchbox.
prepared.
Miss
but it
Frizzle
is
may
also
be
for
training some
endurance
kind of
training.
magical grave robber special operations crew. We're not totally sure.
We prefer if you don't
Miss
talk
Frizzle.
about it, Arnold. And what Miss Frizzle intends with her
Sorry,
fifth graders.
Sorry, Liz. Sorry, Mr. Liz. I'm sorry.
I would use my water skin, but I brought my thermos today.
As you've all been standing here having this discussion, you notice that nothing has happened since taking the statue off the pedestal. And as Old School's been holding it over her head, it actually falls into 3 pieces.
Oh no.
But it just falls into 3 pieces. There's a reason for that.
Oh, you fucking new girl. Jesus.
No, that was
Come
No,
on.
she didn't break it. No, she didn't break
Oh.
it. It was just, it's 3 pieces. And you know what? From what I've heard, these things are very tricky to put back together. Why don't we go take this back to the bus and we'll have a round of snacks and we'll be on our way to the next one.
That's
does
a
that
good
sound?
idea, Miss Drizzle.
Okay.
Still
you,
don't like you, but
That's
I
all
think that
right.
was a good idea.
Great, thank you.
Old school.
Did anyone bring any extra Dunkaroos? My mom only gave me one.
No, but I those
Oh my
fucking
God.
cheese cracker stick things, you know?
I'm not a,
You know
I'm
those
not
fucking
a-
cheese cracker
Nah.
stick things?
Oh, does Old
It's
School
sugar
just
or
have? Does Old School just
Like
have celery?
celery, carrots, and 1 cucumber.
Oh, I
I'll
love it.
trade you my
One
Oreo.
whole cucumber.
Oh my goodness, the trading. We have to do trading.
No,
Trading.
Just
no,
I'll trade you my
no,
Oreo.
no. All right,
They
shutting
say
that
that,
down
they
real
say
fast.
that I'm a bad
right, so
influence,
walking
but
back
I've
to
got
the bus
some
from the back of
gummy
the line.
snacks for all of you.
Ooh.
Are they
Yeah, that's a
Welch's
big win.
or
Walking at the back of the line with
Oh,
Snarlos.
they're gushers.
Arnald would lean over and be like, "Hey, did Miss Drizzle know that that thing was gonna be in 3 pieces? Like, did she fucking put all this shit here?"
I mean, probably. Who knows? She's a sub. We gotta expect the unexpected.
You're right. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all about like discovering imposters. We'll see what the larger lesson is here.
All
And
right.
then- and then get back to-
I imagine Liz interrupts this student huddle. All right, kids, don't you be whispering over here all on your own. You know Miss Frizzle's policy. You know, we're a
Right,
cohesive
everything
unit.
out in the open,
Everything
or
out
the
in the
traitor
open.
gets shot. We know Miss Drizzle's policy.
That's right. Now, everybody, here's your gushers. There's only
Hey,
one
hey,
pack
Liz,
for all of you.
Gushers.
There's only one pack for all of you.
Thank you.
I'll make sure everyone gets a piece.
Hey Liz, I know that you like to have flies in your lunchbox. Is that was the fruit snacks next to the flies?
There might be a couple flies in the fruit snacks, so you might want to wipe them off first.
What's some flies amongst friends? Am I right, crew?
And on that note, as you are getting back onto the Arcane Scholar carriage, Miss Drizzle hands you each a juice box, and she passes those around, which are going to help you feel rejuvenated after your battle with the displacer beasts.
Oh shit! I used
So-
to use better spells.
So, and I think that is a good place to take a break. and because I need a break.
All right, everybody in the chat, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Please join us again at 8:35. I know that's more than 5 minutes, but I prefer the nice clean units of 5. Join us at 8:35, and we'll return on this journey.
Thank you, Liz.
Does this have added sugars? My parents say I shouldn't have that.
Welcome back, everybody. We hope you are enjoying your time on the Arcane Scholar carriage. We certainly are. Before we jump back in, I want to check in with my students here. Did everybody drink their juice box and take your 2d4 plus 2? Your magical healing
Yeah.
potions? Yes? Yes?
Shannon-
Gore-athy,
Shannon.
Did you drink your juice box?
I did not. I did not.
Shannon, can they have an extra 1d4 temporary HP from my gushers?
Yes, they absolutely can. 1d4.
Can the juice boxes be ecto cooler?
All right, I rolled a 1. Everyone gets 1 temporary hit point.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Thanks,
is really
Grace.
helpful.
Love it.
Thanks.
And I just want to repeat for anybody who's just joining us now, as I said at the beginning, mistakes will be made. I am not a regular DM. I am a hashtag forever player. This is my first time DMing for people other than 5th graders, although what's really the difference here? But just, I'm being really loose with the rules here. I love the rule of cool, so I'm going to forget stats, things like that. It's going to be okay. All right. You guys ready?
No.
Yep.
Great. You all get back onto the carriage, fastening your seatbelts again and bracing yourselves for departure. Once she ensures that everyone is safely buckled in, Miss Drizzle fastens her own seatbelt and enters a new set of coordinates. The carriage lurches forward once more, and you are plunged into a sea of swirling color and light. The journey doesn't take quite as long as last time, and as soon as the carriage gets up to speed, it begins to slow down. It screeches to a halt at the end of a long, winding gravel road, and you immediately begin to feel a sense of dread as you gaze out at the darkness pressing in on the carriage windows. What would you like to do?
Miss Drizzle,
Again.
where are we now?
I don't know. We're going to have to go find out. I just entered the coordinates that Miss Frizzle left for us.
Are we in space again? I hope this isn't space.
No, it's not. It doesn't look like space. No, I see
Arnald has-
something at the top of the hill over there. Maybe we should get off and go look.
Remember that time I almost fucking died in space? I remember that time.
I assure you we're not in space. These coordinates are not space coordinates. If they were, they'd have a little planet next to them.
Let's go.
All right.
You
That
good?
was Australian.
All right.
Yeah. Old school steps off the bus
All right.
and looks around.
When you step off the carriage.
Arnold waits and watches before getting off.
All right. So you're watching from like a window?
Yeah, I'm near the door. Like I moved up, you know.
Okay,
Like,
all
I'm
right,
ready to go. But...
All right. When you step off the carriage, you hear a crunching sound beneath your feet as you step onto the gravel road.
Oh
And-
my.
An owl hoots in the distance, and the moon in the sky is barely visible among the clouds. Hashtag blessed by Iluvania. The
Is
air
this a stress?
The air is much cooler here than at the sunken pit, and you feel a shiver go down your spine. As you step around the carriage, you realize that the gravel road is actually a driveway. It winds its way up a steep hill and stops in front of a large mansion that looks as if no one has lived there in years.
Oh, crap,
Some-
it's the principal's house.
Some tombstones are scattered throughout the sprawling lawn on both sides of the driveway.
Ooh, spooky.
What would you like to do?
Hey, Miss
Is this
Drizzle.
the final mission that Miss Frizzle has been telling us about?
Hey, Miss Drizzle, this is a bit off course for what we usually do.
Miss Frizzle left it in the coordinates here. I entered them perfectly.
Outside the bus, old school goes,
Insight check.
I would like to lean over to, I guess, whoever's closest, and in a very quiet voice to make sure Miss Drizzle doesn't hear. I guess Gore-athy is closest, sure. I would go, hey, remember that changeling situation from like 2 months ago? Do you think this is another version of the same test?
It's a 22 on
That's
Liz.
a good point.
Just telling the truth.
It's a good point.
You're still on thin ice, Miss Drizzle.
Darlos, being a professional ding-dong ditcher, steps forward towards the mansion.
All right.
Don't worry, guys. I got
I
this.
follow. Arnald is comfortable enough to get off the bus now.
All right, cool. As you approach the mansion, you notice that the lawn is unkempt. Shrubs are overgrown, tree branches are dead and spiky. You can see several broken windows on the mansion, and as you begin to walk up the driveway, you see another vehicle parked there. It is a large van, turquoise and green in color, with the words Mystery Machine stamped on the side. As you take... I'm sorry. I was really happy about this one. As you take in...
Is there a faint smell of marijuana coming from
it? Hey, kids, don't
you remember those hot wiring lessons, right?
Kids, make sure you don't pick anything up off the ground. Definitely don't eat it.
What's a Scooby snack?
As you take in...
over here.
Put that down, Gore-athy.
Go ahead, Shannon.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
You done? You got it all? Good.
Kids already.
Happens, yeah.
Yeah. As you take in this unusual vehicle, the front door of the mansion bursts open, and running out the front door are 4 humanoid figures and a dog. And I think you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to let you figure out what those people look like. They dive into the van, and as they screech back down the driveway, you hear a very distinct voice shout back to you, "Zoinks, I wouldn't go in there if I were you!" It's the best Shaggy I got.
Wait, I want to talk to your dog.
Snarls had his weapon drawn, and then he puts it down as soon as they leave and says,
Well, I took care of them.
Yes, you did. You did a wonderful job.
I don't know if you should encourage that kind of falsehooding.
I don't think you should be such a fucking buttoned up priss, you fucking piece of shit. And then Arnold then immediately steps behind Gore-athy to be like, I didn't say that.
They probably didn't want us to go inside because that's where they're hiding all the treasure.
Hey, Arnold, remember, we're a cohesive unit. We don't call each other bad names.
I will be reporting this
Liz.
to Miss Frizzle.
He looks at Liz and he goes like a very serious official nod.
Miss Frizzle will be hearing about that, dear.
Oh fuck.
Well, child put in a good word, Arnold, but you're probably gonna get some punishment.
All
Attention.
right.
For you.
Crocodiles again, you think, Liz?
I think you might be having a journey on your own with the magic school bus. Carriage.
Maybe to a volcano this time.
Carriage, I believe it's called, Liz.
Isn't that what happened to James at the volcano?
Well, on the weekends when we go to the magical community college, we ride on the public transportation.
I'm sorry, old school. I'm sorry. I say with my hands in my pocket and kind of looking down at my feet.
Well,
do you kick a rock?
I make the move as if to kick a rock, but do not kick a rock.
just don't let it happen again.
She says, putting her hands on her hips, and then starts to stride up to the front door.
So, what are we supposed to be doing here anyways?
As you're approaching the front door, it's hanging open. Do you all go in?
Hey, just hold on a second there, kids. I'm gonna do a little thing real quick just to see what's going on around here. And I'll sit down and ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Near the door.
We're gonna spend 10 minutes waiting for you to do this.
Here's another bag of gushes.
Oh, thanks.
Meanwhile,
Another
I will
D4
go grab the
temporary
thermometer and the spirit box from the van.
Everybody can improve their 1 temporary hit point to 4. If you eat the gushes, notably when you bite into the gushes, it's not fruit snack in the middle, it's bugs.
At this point, I feel like the veterans of the class have eaten worse. So they're probably just like,
yeah, whatever.
It's been ringing the doorbell this entire time.
It does not work. It does not work.
It doesn't matter. He just enjoys the feeling of pushing the button.
As you are casting, the 10 minutes comes to an end. You have all feasted on more of Liz's gushers.
Bug gushers.
What?
Bug gushers.
Bug gushers. You've all feasted on the bug gushers.
Gushers.
Just like the bugs in The Lion King. They look delicious. Also,
I
that
believe
was
those are called grub.
Syrinscape. Put a werewolf here.
You hear that off in the distance too. Timber. All right. So
the smudge sticks?
there is. You do get a.
The glow stick.
What do I get? What do I get?
Are you done?
We lost somebody down there.
Yeah, because you got the teacher look. You sure did. All right. You get a magical aura coming from the interior, from the hallway that's just there.
Mhm.
And there is how far? It's 30 feet,
It's
right?
30 feet all around me.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Just in the hallway.
What kind of magic is it, if I can tell?
You can't tell.
Necromantic?
Nope.
Okay. Well, kids, like I presumed, there's some magic in there. Be careful.
Standing
Watch
in
your
the
step.
doorway, Old School puts down her goggles and inspects the interior, looking for trap.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna cast guidance on her. Because I forgot to pick another cantrip, and I can pick guidance with some pact.
Well, that's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay. Even with your very amazing goggles, it's pretty dark in there. But I will say that you do make out a large grand staircase in the center of the hallway, and you do see some suits of armor that are lining either side of the hallway.
Well, it looks like there's a staircase on the other end, but between us and that, a bunch of suits of armor. Now, at my old school,
And then she just walks in.
Okay. Do you guys follow?
Wait, is it lit in there? Can you see?
Oh, old
Is it
school.
lit in there? Can I see?
It's dark.
Can I cast
No, hang on, I got it, and I cast Create Bonfire. Not on. Yeah,
Where?
just like, I don't know, the
Where?
middle of the room.
Okay. So there's this bonfire just in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Arnold, didn't you
And-
do that last time in an old lady's house? That didn't work out too well, did it? Can we make
So-
torches from this?
So it lights up,
I
and
will
you
light
just
one of my torches from the bonfire.
all right. And as it lights up, you can see the wallpaper on the wall. Looks like it has eyes that are watching you.
oh, that's unsettling.
It seems like it's purple in color with the black pattern, and the eyes are watching.
Eyes on the wall.
And as you step in, you hear a disembodied voice say, "Welcome, my friends, to the Haunted Mansion. We've been dying to see you."
Oh, thank you.
I bet you there will be a situation in which we see reflections of ourselves in mirrors, and the ghosts will be next to us.
Do we have to out-pun her?
Everyone here is just dying to get in.
I don't want to die.
Hopefully, we stand a ghost of a chance.
Come in. We've been expecting you.
Hey, don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah, were
These
you
kids are
expecting that
pretty brave. They've got good spirits.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
thanks,
Oh,
dude.
Jesus. I say it, Arnold.
What have I started?
Give me a bone here.
Okay. How are you entering? How are you proceeding down this hallway?
I think
Cautiously.
Yeah,
Cautiously.
I sneak
With-
up the stairs.
With
Okay.
gum in mouth.
All right. Well, if you are
Behind
walking,
Gore-athy.
obviously, if you are walking towards the stairs, I would like everybody to give me a stealth check.
got it, boss.
Oh, boy.
Can I keep a hand on the railing just in case the stair slot turn into a slide?
You're not up at the stairs yet. There's the
Okay.
hallway
Oh,
and the stairs are
foyer.
at the back. The foyer, exactly. Yes.
Can I intentionally fail it as Gore-athy.
Sure. I'll
Okay.
allow it.
I got a
Okay.
13.
Okay.
17.
Okay. 11.
6.
Okay. And
18.
okay, so Liz, Gore-athy, and Arnald, as you are sneaking and you are crawling, well, you are walking sneakily down the hallway. Creeping, thank you. That is the word I wanted. You are creeping down the hallway. Your classmates are a little bit ahead of you. Yes, Arnald.
Is the music Mickey Mouse to our footsteps? It's like bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I don't.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
As your classmates are a little bit ahead of you. Liz is kind of leading the way, and Old School is sticking with Liz because this is her first day, and it's been a lot.
Hey, you stick with
And
me, kid.
Snarlos is up there too.
Great here.
As the three of you, Arnald, Gore-athy, and Liz, God, it's so hard to remember your names. As you're walking past these suits of armor, all of a sudden, you feel metal arms give you a big hug from behind, and you are now grappled by these suits of armor.
Stranger danger!
You feel them starting to walk you towards the front door.
All right, kids. All right, kids. Initiate Alpha Protocol.
I think.
I don't know what that means.
Yes,
At my old school, we didn't have Alpha Protocol.
So,
Yeah! Dorothy immediately goes into a rage.
okay. And what do you do?
Oh, apparently we're doing this, Alex. We doing this?
Yeah, we're doing this. Dorothy's going into a rage. Alpha! And she's gonna great sword and try to break free of the grapple.
Okay, give me a strength check with advantage because you're raging.
Oh, Madam DM, I'm just gonna misty step out of the arms.
Okay.
It's
Onto the ceiling where I'm just gonna clasp on.
Okay, and what'd you say, Gore-athy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, no, I did athletics, so that's 21.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You break free from this suit of armor. It sends its pieces flying everywhere. And are you gonna turn and help your friend?
Oh yeah, no, Gore-athy's slamming on that suit of armor with her great sword.
Arnald is going like this, and he casts burning hands, and he melts through he tries to melt through the gauntlets in front of him or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you want to play that.
Yeah.
It's a dex saving throw from them if you want me to actually use burning hands, or if you
Yeah.
just want to call it.
No, just give me a strength check with advantage because
thanks.
Gore-athy's helping you.
Oh, not for my burning hands.
That too. Sure. All the things.
Thank you. I desperately need the advantage. Yeah, I desperately needed the advantage. That works.
What is it?
Strength, just straight. Oh, it's 18. Either way, it's 18. Doesn't matter
Cool.
what it is.
All right. With Gore-athy's help and your burning hands, the pieces of the metal, some of them burn away and scatter into the darkness as Gore-athy's did.
As we break free, Gore-athy and Arnald automatically, instinctively make this protective pose where Gore-athy's like sword up and Arnold's got both hands out half a lit.
It looks so
cool. we're ready to do this, this is not a thing that is uncommon to us.
Where now, Lizzie?
Liz is just holding on to the ceiling, looking down. Good job, kids. We can end Alpha Protocol. I think we're all safe now.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Oh man, I don't like.
No. Yes, you have gone as you guys approach the stairs. Now everybody's at the base of the stairs. You hear some clattering behind you, and you watch as the suits of armor reform back to their pristine condition that they were before. But now you are at the base of the stairs. What would you like to do?
Walk up them.
Can you roll a d10 for me?
1.
as Old School, as you are walking up the stairs, you get about halfway up, and all of a sudden, you feel your leg sink into one of the stairs, and you are stuck.
Let that be a lesson to you, Old School. Never. Never mind. Step on the first step of any stairway, and then I'm gonna help her
I'm a
pull her
few
out.
steps up.
Okay, so
Never
Gore-
step on the 4th step of any stairwell.
Hey,
You
Generally-
always jump to the 5th step.
Generally speaking, we don't really trust stairs around here.
Gore-
What's
What's
It's
wrong
all
with you
right.
people?
As you can see how we approach the riddle stairs.
Arnald looks around specifically at Liz and goes, "But it's all right. We'll help her out, right, gang?"
Everybody that's stepping on the
right.
stairs, I
No,
need
I'm
you
not
to roll
stepping
me.
on these stairs.
Okay, need you
No,
to roll
no,
me a
I'm just
D10.
pulling her out.
Snarlos was
From the base.
climbing up the banister railing. Do I also get
Okay.
stuck?
You do not.
Okay. great.
Gorthy, you're on the stairs, right? You had
Oh,
to.
I'm pulling her out from the.
You had to go up the stairs to get her.
Oh,
So roll me a D10.
sure. I've committed.
I get about halfway, and then I reach my tiny arm
7.
over to
7?
Old School.
You are just about to get to Old School when your leg sinks into the stair 2 below her.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So now both of you are stuck on the stairs.
Hey, Arnold, you got that
Yeah?
immovable rod?
I do.
Can you toss me it?
Yeah, all right. And I take it out and I, as gently as possible, toss it to Gore-athy.
Can you make me a dex save to see if you can catch it?
Oh, you're damn right.
I'd
Don't.
like to help by
Wow.
tossing well.
No.
That is. Sorry, I don't remember my dex. That is I rolled a 16, so it's an 18.
Cool. No problem. You catch it. It one-handed, looks super cool. It would be cooler if your leg wasn't stuck in a stair.
Arnold,
All right.
as she's doing this, Arnold starts inching up the banister. After it doesn't look good.
Snarlos.
He's just like, eh.
All right, Old School, what you're going to do is you're going to hold my hand, and I'm going to pull us both out of here, okay?
Okay. You have so much more experience than me on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is going to he straddles the banister with his legs, ties a rope to the end of one of his arrows, and pulls it back and shoots towards the ceiling at the top of the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And then he grabs the rope and kind of like tosses it backwards towards what's called Arnold. Okay, cool. Anybody that is gonna go up this impromptu grappling hook, I'm going to need you to make me just a straight dex check. Okay, I will be doing that.
Well, I guess if Gore-athy helps Old School out, they would go up that way as well. So, if you want to just make
Hey,
that
Madam
check.
DM,
Yes.
since we've been kind of making it canon that I can crawl on walls, is it okay if I just crawl on the ceiling?
Absolutely.
Okay.
At 16 plus 3 is 19.
I gotta make this a homebrew race, this Kobold Chameleon.
Yes, that succeeds. You get up the banister and you're on the top landing. No problem. Who's next?
Arnald.
Arnald, yeah, I'm
Hey.
slowly inching my way up the banister.
Since you're going slowly, you can have advantage.
Thank you. I guess also I would if the rope is available once I get to that location, I would use that as well. Okay. 15.
You are fine.
Excellent.
You slowly but surely make your way up the banister and you join Snarlos at the top of the stairs.
We do a cool handshake.
Cool. You've been working
We've
on it. You worked on it on the bus.
definitely
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
100%. Yeah. Gore-athy and Old School.
I got an 11. If
Did you get yourself out of the stairs yet?
I don't know, how do you want to play that?
Gore-athy was trying to pull.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gore-athy, I'm gonna need you to give me a strength check to see if you can pull. And if you're
Strength
gonna,
with athletics or just raw?
Raw. Wriggling.
Athletics.
Regularly raw. Eh, boy. It's not great. Got a nice 11.
Not quite enough.
Nice.
So you try to wrench your leg out of the stair, and you try as your focus is kind of split here. You're trying to pull your own leg out as you're trying to pull Old School out, and it's just a mess, and you're both still stuck in the stair.
Ugh. Old School, what do you have on you? This is can't get us out of here.
Can I use my quarterstaff to leverage my way out?
Sure. Give me an athletics check.
6.
Sorry. Still stuck.
I think at my old school we used nope.
Arnold he takes out his length of rope and passes one end to Snarlos and like holds onto it and then tosses the rest of it down so they can reach it.
Okay.
Carlos ties it to something nearby.
That's smarter.
All right. Now, so both of you, now I'd like you to make another athletics check with advantage now because they are helping.
I'm grabbing the immovable rod before I leave.
Hey, natural 20. 21.
Excellent. Comes free.
And there is a nice 24.
Excellent. Excellent. No problem. With your friends helping you, you successfully pull your legs out from these trick stairs, and you all are now at the top of the stairs. What would
I
you like to
recover
do?
my length of rope.
I give back the immovable rod to Arnald.
Hey,
I
kids.
resheath it next to my bag of sand.
Kids, took you long enough to get up here?
Well, sorry, Liz.
Leaves
Not all
his
of us
rope
can.
just in case for later.
Not all of us can climb on the walls like you can. So, you know.
It's all right, gang. We did it together.
Hey, Arnold,
Yeah.
did your gum run out of flavor yet?
A little. Has yours?
Yeah, I need a new stick.
I would love a new stick.
Would you like blueberry this time?
If that is what is your offering, yes.
I
Miss-
gave
you
Ah.
never
cherry
let it
banana.
freeze out.
Well, young love. Such a thing to see.
As you're all standing at the top here, you look around. I'd like everybody to give me a perception check.
Got it, boss.
Got it, boss. With advantage.
Yeah, there's a lot of advantages for those. There's no
Liz
to
got a natural 1.
Well, Liz can't see shit.
Distracted
Arnald
by a
got
bunch of
whopping
spiders.
6.
6, you can't see shit either.
Seems like a normal hallway to me.
Old School got a 18.
Okay.
Got
14.
11.
15. Okay, so Snarlos and Old School, as Gore-athy and Arnald are talking about gum, you kind of take this time to look around, and you see that you are standing in another long hallway. No suits of armor this time, but there are 4 doors. There are 2 on your right, and there are 2 on your left. What would you like to do?
Can I go 3 doors down? No, sorry.
There's only 2.
No, Miss Drizzle didn't see you there.
How'd you get up the stairs and past the suits of armor?
Teacher perks.
Oh.
I'm telling you, this is all a setup.
I thought that I might get some of those perks.
Are there any markings or distinguishing features on the doors?
They all look the same.
All right. Walking up to the first one on the right.
Okay.
Is my detect magic still up? That's 10 minutes.
Okay. You would get a ping from somewhere above you,
Above
as
us?
well as to on the second door on your left.
Second door on the left, kids. Got some magic behind it. Also some
Oh.
magic above us.
Okay.
And Old
That's the one you
School.
want us to open?
Not so sure. Couldn't tell what kind of magic. Could be good, could be bad. Not so sure. kind of like life.
Wow, that's really deep.
Oracle says as she goes to the second on the left
Second on the left. Okay.
and looks at it.
Okay. It's a door.
Do I see any traps?
Give me an investigation check.
14.
It's a door.
Grabbing the
Bag
handle.
of sand. Bag of sand.
Where would a bag of sand go in this situation?
Here's
Turning-
a bag.
Hey, wait, kid! Hey, wait, kid! Hey, kid! Why don't you take a few steps back? And I'm going to summon my mage hand.
I didn't throw my sand at the door. If Liz.
Just to be a bit of an adult in the room, even though I'm only 8 years old. But listen, chameleons, we age different. Anyway,
That makes sense to me.
gonna use my chameleon mage hand. Open the door. Everybody get behind me.
It opens without issue.
Does it open inwards or outwards?
Inwards.
Ew.
Fantastic. What do we see inside?
Is it dark in there?
So this has some of the broken windows in here. So you can some of the moonlight is shining through the broken windows, so it's dim light. You see a little bit.
Well, I've got
As
dark
you-
vision. That dim light is bright light for me.
Excellent. As you are looking in here, it's a bedroom. You see a bed that looks like it has not been slept in. There's dust all over it. There's a vanity and a dresser. It's a pretty standard bedroom. If anybody would like to give me a investigation check to see if you can find
Always.
anything else.
White drapes blowing the
I'll
wind.
do some
into the room.
investigation.
Doves.
I just googled chameleon lifespans, and I'm a pretty old chameleon.
Ooh.
Is that a 2 or an 11?
Oh, that's a 14.
Oh,
It's a
that-
that's a
that was-
woo.
that's
That's a woo right there.
All right,
Woo!
cool. That's a woo. Okay,
I
cool.
got
Woo.
to 17
Woo.
on my investigation with my dark vision.
Okay,
9.
okay. And old school?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, old school and Liz. As the others are creeping around the bedroom, checking out, looking to see if they can find anything, you notice that as you step into the room and you turn around to look at the door where you came in, you notice on the wall in front of you there are 3 portraits. And the portraits, this, Liz, you can tell that these are the things that were giving you the magic vibe. These 3 portraits.
What do the portraits
They
portray?
all
Hold on, it might be a Dorian Gray situation. Don't look
It's
at any
so
particular
bad.
portrait.
It's a good book. I'm a
Look at
fan
the floor.
of
That's a nice
aesthetics.
floor.
Late Victorian era. Decadence.
Use a
part-
mirror. I take out. Do I have a mirror?
No, you don't have a mirror. No, I checked your equipment.
Are they all next?
Oh, so that matters. Oh boy.
So in the portraits you see, as you're looking at it from like straight on, it looks like oh, I know what it is. One of them looks like a woman holding an umbrella over her shoulder.
I know what this is already.
And that's the first one on the left. The one in the middle looks like somebody sitting on top of a tombstone, and the third portrait is somebody holding what looks like a sparkler.
Shannon, did you just look at your own walls? Get
There's
that?
a re-
'Cause
there's
it
a-
honestly looked
I
an awful
did.
lot like you were like.
I did.
It's,
There's a reason for it, and I'll
So
tell
we
you
got a
later.
woman with an umbrella here on the left.
Yes,
Someone sitting on a tombstone here.
Of
Mhm.
course.
And then this one's got a sparkler. What does it
indeed.
mean?
A sparkler, like a. What's a sparkler?
You know what a sparkler is, Gore-athy.
Do
Like
I?
on the 4th of
You're
July.
8. You know what a sparkler is.
We're American.
It has been established that we live in some kind of pseudo
Canadian,
fantasy
actually,
American
aren't we?
society.
talking about candles.
I'm from French Canada.
That's true.
As you're standing there, deciding what to do.
Quebecois,
The
Staring
walls,
at the ceiling. Yeah.
the walls seem to start to stretch, or is the floor sinking? You don't know.
Oh, I
As
forgot
it's
the overall
moving-
theme of this. Continue.
As it's moving, you see the portraits move down, and you notice Liz, you would notice that the eyes of every person in the portrait are glowing just a little bit more than the rest of the portrait.
Oh, not again. Lizzie, did you drug us with gushers?
Those gushers were not drugged. They just had bugs in them. Insects.
Drug bugs.
I'm
As an
going to
aside,
go off
drug
into the
bugs.
corner. I'm going
Drug
to
bugs.
hit my staff on the ground 2 times. And I'm going to check in with Miss Frizzle.
Excellent.
Hey, boss.
as an aside to Snarlos, Arnald goes, "Hey, you know the actor Eddie Murphy?"
Hey, Miss Frizzle.
I think he took his family to a mansion that was kind of like this one time in the
I recall-
2000s.
We
I seem to
followed those
recall that
coordinates
situation. Yeah.
we gave you. Or you gave us. Not gonna lie. Don't really trust Miss Drizzle, but that's okay. Besides the point. What the hell's going on?
All right. You wait a little.
Oh no.
A little
I
bit.
forgot about. I gotta check on my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
The overlay will get messed up if I look at it. Sorry, everybody. You saw the rest of my Discord for 1 second there.
Snarlos is like, well, I don't want to fall if the ground is sinking, so I'm gonna try and get on the ceiling.
And I do the same thing I did before, where I take a rope and I shoot it towards the ceiling and I try and pull myself up.
You're just
Okay,
hanging, and as you're
thanks.
hanging there, you see that the portraits at the first one with the woman with the umbrella, it stretches to show that she is standing on a tree branch over a crocodile with its mouth open like this. And the person who is sitting on a tombstone that appears to belong to them. And the last picture stretches to reveal a person holding what looks like a sparkler, but is actually the end of a fuse that is attached to a barrel of TNT.
Right, kids.
I'm TNT.
Everybody stay calm.
Oi.
Don't make any sudden movements. I'm gonna crawl up on the wall real quick. Now listen to Miss Frizzle. Talk to me through this stick and my lucky rock.
Should I dispel this magic, Liz? Do you think that's it?
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go take a
Okay.
peek through the eyes. Because it's something that Miss Frizzle said I should do.
Okay.
And I'll crawl on the wall up to the first portrait and stare and look through their eyes.
As you
Oops.
look through their eyes, you see another room. You see a room that looks like some sort of parlor. A sitting
this The
room,
Shining?
if you will. There's, couches and armchairs. There's a big fireplace, and there's a jar on top of the fireplace. And there's just, it looks like nobody's been here for years, covered in cobwebs and dust.
Okay. If I look into the next one's eyes.
Portrait number 2, the one in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
you see what looks like a kitchen. And the kitchen, also, again, as the theme with the whole house, nobody's been here. It looks like there's a meal there that somebody just up and left like 100 years ago. You can also make out a door in the kitchen.
Okay. Last portrait.
The last portrait, you look through this one, and this one is the light isn't as bright because there's no windows down here. And you look and see what kind of looks like a cellar, a storage thing. There's crates and barrels and some broken furniture. And you can see a figure standing in the middle of the floor. You can't make out any details, but you can definitely tell that there's somebody in that space.
There's a person in there, as opposed to everywhere else.
Yes.
Forgot what we're doing.
Looking
We
for
actually
artifacts.
don't know that. Yeah, that's,
Okay.
You're looking for
We're
artifacts.
still just looking for artifacts. Okay.
Yep, looking for artifacts.
Well, kids, I found a parlor, I found a kitchen, and I found a basement. Seems to be a stranger in the basement.
Well, maybe we can go ask them where the artifact is.
Shannon, I only saw a door in the kitchen though, right? Or their
yes.
entrance to each of these places.
So you saw a door in the you actually saw two doors. This is a good point. Two doors in the kitchen. There's one that's closed and there's one that's slightly open, which looks like it could lead into another room. And then there were other doors in the parlor and what was the other one I told you?
The cellar.
Yep. That one you didn't see a door.
Okay.
You saw
Stairs leading down?
You think you saw some stairs.
Okay. And is there any connection these doors to the doors in the hallway before that I can tell?
Connection how?
Like, would the doors in the hallway lead to these rooms as well? Or do the doors in the hallway just...
Oh, they all the doors in the house look the same.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So these walls have been stretching and or shrinking. Is the door still attached to the floor, or is it now like 10 feet above us?
As you look up at the door that's 10 feet above you, the room starts to shrink back to its regular size.
Oh, you see the door is some kind of anchor. Keep us in reality.
Sure, Lizzie. Yeah, whatever
What
gushers
do
you gave us.
This was all me. I pulled the ceiling down with my rope.
That's right, Snalos?
Yes, it was. Yes, you did.
Oh, wow.
That seems very reasonable.
That makes
I
sense.
think we should find these rooms. There might be artifacts in them.
Snarlos is going to start swinging his body to gain momentum, and he's going to try and kick his way through the picture that leads to the kitchen.
Okay. Give me a... Oh, God, what would that even be? Give me a... athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay. I'm better at acrobatics, and it feels like that's sort of better to fit the situation. I rolled a 12 plus 6 is 18.
Okay. As you're getting momentum and you're feeling really confident about this, and you let go, you just crash through the wall back into the hallway.
Like Scooby-Doo flat, and I just like float down like a piece of paper.
Exactly. That's exactly what happens. Yes.
We never turned into cartoon characters at my old school.
Well, I think we should go back into the
really
hallway
old
kids.
school, or is that just like a nickname? I say as we're leaving through the door.
No, that's my name. I'm named after where I come from, my old school.
It says Mr. and Mrs. School on his permission slip.
Yeah, well, you all should be a bit more culturally
Does that mean
sensitive.
his first name is old?
She's a Filbolg. Filbolg, they named themselves after where they're from. The last place they considered home.
Have we ever not been in school?
Don't think about it too hard. Arnald, we should keep moving. We should keep moving.
What would you like to do now? You are all back out in the hallway.
Going back to the door that she was first going to open, first on the right, Old School goes and...
Okay. This appears to be some sort of study. You see bookshelves and you see very comfy chairs, again, all covered in dust and cobwebs.
I hate this room.
Liz, was this one of the rooms that you saw through the eyes of the portraits?
It doesn't look like one of the ones I saw. Once again, I saw a parlor with a fire. I saw a kitchen. And then I saw a cellar with a stranger. Well, a fire that's in a parlor in a fireplace.
Why couldn't we just watch a movie?
Are there any other doorways in the study?
Give me an investigation check.
I'm not entering. It's just a quick 6.
Nope.
All right. Turning around, going to the first on the left. Old School goes and opens that door.
The first one on the left. Okay. Looking in here, it's another bedroom, but this one appears to be the master bedroom. There's a much bigger 4-poster bed with curtains that are tattered, more dust, more cobwebs. There is a wardrobe standing on one side, and there is what looks like a wash basin there as well.
No portraits?
No portraits.
Gonna leave and go to the final door, second on the right.
Okay. This one is just a bedroom.
Like these are not the rooms we need.
Well, where else was there to go? There was the one staircase, and then these.
Miss Drizzle pipes up. I did see some doorways in the hallway downstairs.
God damn it!
We gotta go
All right.
downstairs.
They were between the suits of armor. That's probably why we didn't see it.
That makes total sense. I was a little focused.
Does that mean we have to slide down the banister? How do we get back up?
Yes, we are 100% going to slide down that banister. And Old School kind of does a little like half jog and hops onto the banister and slides
Okay.
down.
Anybody that is doing that, I would like a dex saving throw.
I'm just gonna crawl on the ceiling like I usually do.
Can Arnald do it like the chump kid, where it's like stopping themselves every 3 seconds with their hands? Like, good.
Yep, 100%.
Because as soon as you start to get too fast, it's like no.
Yep.
Snarlos is gonna be doing it standing up, so he's sliding on his feet.
You
Like,
can roll yours
supporting
at
it.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. This is a dex check, or is this an acrobatics check?
Dex save.
Oh, that's good. We got a 10.
Okay,
Hey, me too.
you got a 10. Okay, Arnald.
A
Everybody
14.
else? 14.
13.
Okay. DC was not that hard. So everybody successfully in their own way makes it down the banisters and avoids the stairs altogether. So now you are back in the hallway. How are you proceeding?
You said there's a door on the left and the right,
There is
or at least
Correct.
a doorway.
correct. There are doors on the left and the right.
I'm gonna use my mage hand and open the door on the right.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Waiting for that to occur.
To open.
I'd like you all to give me a stealth check, please.
Boy, kids, make sure
Yeah,
you're being extra
Dude,
quiet.
Dorothy's gonna do it.
Gore-athy, you stay in the back.
19.
20.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
14 from Liz.
Okay. Okay. And Arnald and
16.
Gore-athy, 16.
16.
And Gore-athy,
Good, just decided one.
what?
Self-imposed
I'm gonna
natural
fail.
one.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, okay. All right. So as the mage hand goes and opens the door, 2 suits of armor on either side of it immediately spring to life. The first one tries to bat at Liz, who's on the ceiling, and tries to pull him down.
Hey, you can't get me, kids.
Can't quite seem to miss. However, another one comes up and does bear hug Gore-athy and is starting to walk you back towards the door. The front door.
Gore-athy's gonna once again try to break the.
Okay. Are you raging still?
No,
Okay.
no,
so
I have to be attacking to do that.
Okay. Straight strength check.
Oh, very good, actually. That is a 28.
Beautiful. Same thing happens
Wait,
as
no,
before.
sorry, no, it's 26. Oh my god.
Still
Athletics.
great.
Yeah.
Still great. You immediately bust out of this suit of armor. The pieces go flying everywhere, and they stay there for a second, and then they reform, and it takes up its post outside the door. Is anybody looking into the door that Liz just opened?
Putting on my goggles so I don't have to get close
Okay.
and look at it.
Okay, so what you can see with your hawk eyes, you see what looks like a sitting room. You see a fireplace with a jar on the mantle, and because you're wearing your hawk eyes, you can see that there is a disembodied hand floating in some liquid in that jar.
I may have found our artifact. It looks like the parlor Liz of R described. The jar on the mantle, it has a hand in it. Oh boy, at my old school, Miss C told us about this hand of Vecna. I really hope it's not that.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no.
Miss Frizzle's had us assemble a golem before. It's kind of like Lego.
Are you
Clay?
going?
Flesh?
Yeah.
Old school, are you
clay.
going in?
Yeah, Old School will cautiously enter,
Okay.
tapping the floor with her quarterstaff as she goes in,
Okay.
being a little more cautious.
Okay. No problem. You get up to the mantle and you can see the hand, and as you get close to it, it starts waving at you.
Oh, hello.
She waves back.
It points at you.
Me? She says, pointing at herself.
Kind of makes like a.
Oh, we're here to get artifacts for our teacher. It's for our assignment. Are you an artifact?
And it gives a
Oh.
thumbs down. Thumbs up to. Sorry, podcast version. Thumbs up to. We're here to get us. We're in school things. Good. And then, are you an artifact? Thumbs down.
Are there artifacts here?
Thumbs up.
Are you a thing?
Thumbs up.
Are those
Where are
artifacts
the
in this
artifacts?
room?
Thumbs down.
Better question.
Are
Where's
those
Gomez?
artifacts in the kitchen? No, they.
Know any cool handshakes?
Are those artifacts in the cellar?
Snarlos and Arnald do their cool one immediately to show off.
Thumbs up to that one, Liz.
Oh, kids, well, it looks like the artifacts are in the basement with the stranger.
Are there any doors in here? Old School says, looking around.
Thumbs down.
Is the
I guess I was using my sight, but yeah, that's fair.
is the
Oh.
is the cellar across the hall?
Thumbs up.
Well, kids, I think I know where we need to go, but if you'd like, you can ransack this parlor.
I don't see...
Gore-athy leans down to Arnald and why don't you just do what we did last time and just burn a whole building down to find what we need?
We're not
No,
gonna burn the
no.
building down, kids. But I think we
No.
should engage in gamma protocol loot.
Actually,
It's
This is
quite
Gamma
efficient
Protocol.
way.
The three veterans
God.
immediately go "Gah!" and just start like just grabbing everything.
Snarlo steals the hand.
Look,
He
look.
grabs
Yeah.
immediately.
It goes like
That hand seems pretty smart. We should keep it with us.
taking
Thumbs up
her,
to that.
picking up her hand, Old School rubs the ring that has an eye on it on her finger
Mm-hmm.
and activates her ring of X-ray vision because
Okay.
I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Where is that? Like a
So it's 120 feet. No, it's a radius
30,
of 50 feet.
30 feet. Yeah, a radius.
I
Okay. Okay. And does it? Okay, radiuses from you.
I can see through solid matter for a minute.
Okay.
They appear as transparent, but they don't prevent. Oh, and don't prevent light from passing through.
Okay.
1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay. All right. So as you activate this ring of X-ray vision, you see through the walls of the hallway. First you see through the walls of the house, and you see some of the tombstones there, and you can actually read one of them, which says, "Here lies good old Fred. A great big rock fell on his head."
Oh,
And
what a way to go!
going the other way, you see through the hallway, and you can see through the other door across the hallway, and you see what looks like a dining room. And yeah, there's a dining room.
So to make the most of this 1 minute, Old School will go, "Well, you guys loot. I'm gonna go look." And she's going to stealthily cross the main
Good.
hall.
Very good. Give me that stealth check.
4.
Oh. So yep, bear hugs you, tries to bring you to the front door. Give me a strength check to try to break out of it.
Do these armors look anything like Rock'em Sock'em robots?
100%.
Okay, just wanted to be clear.
100%.
Instead of doing that,
Mhm.
can I try to cast shillelagh?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Can I cast
Shillelagh?
Shillelagh on my quarterstaff and try to use that to help myself pry out? Because a strength check is no bueno for me. No bueno.
Give me 2 seconds to read Shillelagh.
It just means that I use wisdom as the modifier for an attack with it.
Sure. Absolutely.
So,
Go for it.
okay. All right. We'll call that a 19.
Yeah, totally fine. You cast this this Shillelagh spell, and you kind of like, yeah, you are able to like push its arms off of you, and the arms kind of fall to the ground, and you immediately scuttle over to the other door. And do you go in the dining room?
I'm gonna look through it first to get a better view.
Okay. So looking through it, you see that there is, it just looks like a dining room. There's a long dining room table. There are the fancy high back chairs that are all around the table. There is a side table that has unlit candles on it. And you can just, if you like poke your head around just a little bit, you can see a door at the back of the dining room.
Has it been a minute since I activated that ring?
I'm gonna say yes, because you had to get out of the
That's
grapple.
totally fair. Okay. Well, I'll wait for the rest of my companions then.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
And we took the hand and its jar.
Okay. Holding the
And I
hand.
think we're gonna look around the room for any other artifacts.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Belongs in a museum. That's a 16.
Cut to a man boxing away something with very dramatic music as he wheels it down endless hallways of stacked crates.
Yeah, it's Miss Frizzle's like demi plane where she keeps all the artifacts that she's collected through child labor. 16.
Snarlos puts the hand flat on his hand and he says, "Point me towards the loot."
So this is going to happen kind of at the same time. Every time Liz moves and feeling between the cushions of all the couches and the sofas in there, every time Liz moves,
You've got to get all the
finger
loose
points.
change.
Exactly. So you get a grand total of 5 gold pieces.
Those are
Wow.
pretty shiny.
6 silver pieces.
Oh my gosh.
And 14 copper pieces.
It's a lot of copper.
You could probably sell that more on the black market.
Shannon still doesn't know the value of money.
These old houses, they've got a lot of copper pipes.
Not even a week's allowance. Come on, man. Give me the good stuff.
My uncle does salvage. We could probably get him in here.
All right.
I think we should go join old school.
Yep.
Remember, folks, watch out for those suits of armor. You can climb on the ceiling.
We can't. No one. Oh, jeez.
So are you still
Shoot
standing?
the leftover armors.
1 second. Old school, are you still standing outside of the door? Okay, cool. What was that, Snarlos?
Yeah, Snarlos is just gonna knock an arrow and take a shot at each one of the armors that are remaining.
Okay.
So they don't grab anyone.
Okay, so that would be 6 shots. So give me 6.
Yeah, 6 shots to not miss a chance to blow.
Yep. Give me
This
6
opportunity comes 6 times in a lifetime.
attack rolls.
You better.
Because
So
they're
yourself with the
not
arrows at the
moving,
moment.
can I have advantage?
You own it. You better never let it go.
I only have 5 dice, so I'm going to have to re-roll 1.
Did not miss a chance to this opportunity.
16, 18, 17, 1, and 6.
Okay, so yeah, and
Yeah,
then
it's
reroll
plus
another one.
8 to everything.
Oh, okay. So the 1 is gonna miss. And
Okay. It
what
does
was
the
your
6 plus 8
6
hit.
plus 8 is gonna hit. What's the
The other
last
ones were
one.
16, 17, and 18, so they all hit.
That's fine. Yep. And
Last one?
Yep.
Nat 20.
Okay. You watch as Snarlos takes out his crossbow and longbow, and very deftly, pew 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 pew, just fires an arrow right into the helmet of each suit of armor. One completely whiffs and goes off into the distance. So Yep.
Almost had a perfect score.
All right,
I've been
kids.
meaning to ask you, Snarlos, how do you get your bows to make a pew noise like a laser gun?
I think that has to do with the magic of this bow that I got. It was a birthday present.
Oh, that's awesome. We should. Oh,
I believe-
to your birthday party.
All
Are
right,
you
kids.
proceeding across the
Everybody
hallway?
get into the kitchen with old school.
Yeah, we do. We proceed across the fucking hallway.
It was
Okay.
at Cusa.
Okay, you all need to. Everybody that's going across needs to give me a stealth check.
Hey.
Remember, kids, you gotta invite everybody to your birthday. No one wants to be left out.
Yep.
22.
Especially since there's only
You're fine.
4 of us in the class.
And I'm
They
new.
don't let that many kids inside of the Cusa area.
Gore-athy, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay.
Gore-athy has those light up shoes when you walk.
Yes.
Just prevents stealth entirely.
100%. Yep. Yep.
But +2 charisma.
No,
18.
18 and Liz.
Oh, that's right. I got a stealth even though I'm on the ceiling.
Yep.
It's a 19.
Okay. Same thing. Gore-athy just can't catch a fucking break from these suits of armor. Comes up again and bear hugs her and tries to walk her towards the front door.
I imagine that Gore-athy just kind of keeps walking with the suit of armor on her back.
Yeah.
Gore-athy is just gonna once again just try to huh?
Yeah. Go for it. Since this has happened to you so many times, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Oh, thank you.
You
That was
become an
bad.
expert at attacking these things.
I rolled the same thing twice, but
Oh.
it's still an 18.
Oh, okay, fine. Yep, same thing. You just grab onto the head of the suit of armor and you knock it over or thrust it over your shoulder, and it splatters on the ground. A few seconds later, reforms, but you successfully make it across the hallway. So now you're all standing at the door.
I'm gonna immediately go inside and look for some set of stairs.
Okay. When you step inside, you still see the same thing that I described earlier, the long dining room table with the high back chairs, cobwebs, dust everywhere. You don't see stairs, but you do see a door at the back of the
I'm gonna use my mage hand. Open that door.
okay. It opens inward.
What can I see inside?
Actually, I take that back. There's no doorknob. It's one of those swinging doors.
Looks like it probably goes into a kitchen.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
Okay. Are you all
Old
following him?
school follows.
Everybody's following Mr.
Yes.
Liz. Keeping up with the chaperone. Stay with your grown-up.
That's right, kids, follow me into the dangerous kitchen. I'm sure
Alright.
we'll all survive.
All right. When you you go
Not
through
the good.
you go through the swinging doors.
Delta
and
protocol.
it is
Stealth.
I
It
need to
is
take my shoes
indeed.
off.
No. Keep those shoes on. Keep them on. Need those shoes on.
Okay.
It's
Miss
Drizzle, it
Drizzle,
sounds like you're
she-
trying to make us lose here.
Yeah, I'm
But you're
just gonna
rooting
say
against
that
us.
I'm just gonna say that she stood at the doors like, "Come out when you've got an artifact." All right, so you get into the kitchen. There are rusted old pots and pans, some food that looks like it's been left out and molded.
There are a lot of flies around that food.
There 100% are. It'd
I'm
be a
going
great
to
snack
eat a
for
couple
you.
of those.
Absolutely. You roll 1d4 10 hit points for yourself.
I've already got 10 hit points. I don't think I want any more.
Okay, then roll a d6.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, I got 10 hit points now.
Excellent. So, and you also see another door at the back of the kitchen.
Send my mage hand over there.
This one does have a doorknob.
Mage hand is
Is
good.
there a cloth, what do you call it? The kitchen cloth, the
Tablecloth?
A
dining-
dish
tablecloth. Thank
towel,
you.
a tablecloth.
Tablecloth. You got it.
Um,
Dining room table?
The really
the-
long one.
Previous room.
not on the dining room table, no. Well,
Are
not,
there any doilies?
yeah, it was a fancy dining room. There's a couple of doilies on the table.
Does that scratch whatever itch you needed to scratch?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately.
Right, then I'm gonna send that mage hand over to that next door.
Okay, you try it. It is locked.
I should have grabbed that chiming item that opens locked doors.
Yep.
The seed was gonna
Come on,
give it to me
guys.
as a gift.
I've got a theory here. It seems that every time we go into one of these rooms, something that shouldn't be moving starts moving. So it's probably gonna be a real mess here if all of this stuff on the table starts flying around the place. So let's have a preemptive strike, huh?
And I jump on the table and I start kicking stuff all over the room.
I start collecting
Good
it
plan.
and putting it in drawers.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just
just
breaking
regular
Wow.
stuff.
While Snarlos is destroying the kitchen and
Yep.
Arnald is cleaning it up, I will
Yep.
do another ritual cast to detect magic.
Cool.
Hang on.
What are
Gore-athy's
you-
got her hand raised.
Gore-athy.
Yes, Gore-athy.
I would like to break down the door.
I'd like to give her guidance on that.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Go ahead and add a D4 to that strength check.
Oh. Thank you, Lizzie.
You got it. I know my students' strengths.
Ooh. Alright. We got a 3 guidance. We got a 16.
Okay.
And then we got +4.
So dirty 20.
The dirty 20.
That's
Very
a dirty
nice.
20 plus 3 is 23.
All right. So you all watch as Mr. Liz is getting ready to do his little detect magic ritual again, and Gore-athy just comes up behind and looks at the door and just kicks it with such force that everything, the door totally like falls down. There's stairs there, totally falls down the stairs, and everything except like the doorknob and the lock is gone.
Right, well, I think that stranger knows we're here now. So disengage from Delta Protocol, kids. We're not stealthing anymore.
But you
I
told
can't
me
hear you. What?
And I'm like smashing glasses.
Gore-athy, put your shoes back on.
Arnald has given it up and is just letting them smash and has walked over.
All right. Do you all go down the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah,
And I'd
Dorothy.
like to ready a spell.
What spell?
One of them, probably.
I need you to specify. No.
I'm gonna ready Scorching Ray.
Okay. Good to know. What are the rest of you doing?
Gonna put Dorothy in the front of
making
the
my way
kids.
downtown.
And I'm gonna send her down about 10 feet
Going
ahead of the
fast.
rest of the kids.
You hear-
Snarlos will come out behind Dorothy with an arrow knocked.
You hear a voice coming from not so much a voice. You hear a wailing sound coming from below.
Is it a whale?
No, if it was a whale, I'd be able to understand.
Hmm.
You can speak to whales?
I
Well-
learned it in Finding Nemo.
That was during our last substitute teacher. She
Okay, now you hear a voice. I know you're there. Come
Yeah,
down
I
and
got-
play.
Does it
Do
sound
you
like Miss
like
Frizzle?
Chloe?
No.
I whisper into my staff, Miss Frizzle? Who is this stranger? Should we trust him or should we attack him?
Miss Frizzle is going to reply to you.
I
in
serve
just a
Miss Frizzle
second.
for eternity. As she is my patron. I do not trust this pretender, Miss Drizzle.
Who's standing outside the front door and sent you all in to just do it.
Do you like my glowy shoes?
They're nice.
They're pretty good at keeping the hallway lit.
Miss Frizzle says we should approach with caution. Think this might be a hostel. Engage in beta protocol. Students,
Excuse me, beta or alpha?
Beta. Alpha is full aggression. Beta is hesitant, cautious approach.
Come on,
Engage.
Gore-athy, you remember the vocab test
Engage
from 2 weeks
only.
ago?
Engage
That's right.
only when fired upon. Beta protocol. You understand,
Good.
Gore-athy?
Got that, newbie?
I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
Kill on sight.
No, it's
newbie.
not true. That's what Alpha protocol is. Beta protocol is kill upon attack. If we receive fire, you fire back. So beta
Hence,
protocol.
kill on sight, newbie.
By the way, did you read any of the pamphlets before you joined the school, or did your parents do all that for you?
No, I had no choice
Oh
in
my
this.
god.
My
Are you
father
going
moved
down the
here.
damn stairs?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
good.
We got Dorothy. We got Gore-athy up front.
Great. Gore-athy's up front. Yeah, marching order, please.
I'm number 2.
Gore-athy up front.
Gore-athy, then Snarlos. Then
Old school would probably be next.
Liz
Old
is always
school.
in the back.
okay, so that would be Arnald's.
I imagine Arnald and Liz
Cool.
are like together in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. So you start descending down these stairs. They're not trick ones; they're a regular staircase. You get down with no issue. I imagine you're going down cautiously.
No.
Yes, we are. Beta protocol
We
says to be cautious, but if
Gore-athy.
Gore-athy does what
My-
she does, she does. If she
Gore-athy,
disobeys orders, is going to have to take it up with Liz when we get back to the classroom.
her other shoes were broken.
That's a
She
court
only
martial.
had the glowy set.
That's a court martial for you,
Oh my
Gore-athy.
God.
I'm sorry, Liz of Ard, were you in the military before?
As I've made apparent, I'm apparently a geriatric chameleon, so I've seen a lot of things. In my service, my eternal service, to Miss Frizzle.
You'll have to stand before the Admiralty Board
You get down to the bottom of the
and
stairs.
make an accounting of your
You're
conduct
down
here.
at the bottom of the stairs. God damn it. Okay.
Gore-athy gets there first. We're like 10 feet behind her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gore-athy, you see a tall figure standing in the middle. They have wispy gray hair. They're standing with their hands together like this. And they have a pretty wicked smile, and they are staring right at you.
You like
Welcome,
gum?
my friend. You like gum.
Brown?
Hi. How can I help you? Do you have any artifacts? Can we leave?
Where are your friends?
That I have friends.
But where are they?
Well, they're wandering around, but it's just you and I. You want some
Oh.
gum? I got cherry banana. Got blueberry, which Arnald and I were trying out. That's the new pack I just opened.
I don't think it's very good. From up the stairs.
Ah, there they are. Come join us, friends. Come.
Remember,
I have a
kids,
surprise. I
beta
have
protocol.
a surprise for you.
Old
Uh,
school comes down to join Gore-athy.
I like surprises. My mom surprised me with these shoes, and it makes me really popular.
This is gonna crawl on
Man.
the ceiling.
What was that weird noise? It sounded really ear-piercing loud. It was like a howl or a whine. I don't like whiners.
Oh, he's talking about the whale. You have a whale here?
Once everyone is here, I will explain.
Yeah, right. We're here. We're like 10 feet away. It's fine.
No,
Arnold says from up the stairs.
it is a visual explanation.
He's so right,
Oh.
Arnold. We've
Wait,
got,
is this where
we've
Miss
got-
Miss Drizzle shows us the video?
Arnold, we've got Epsilon protocol for escape.
Yeah, you're right. All right. And then I finally go down the stairs.
All right. So you are all at the bottom of the stairs, and you can all see this this figure who's just staring at you all, one to the next, and he's got wispy gray hair, and there's like a little name tag that you can see now. Actually, old school, you could see the name tag because you got your Hawkeyes. It says Master Gracie on the name tag, and you hear the same disembodied voice from before, and you hear once again, "Welcome, my friends, to the Haunted Mansion. We've been dying to have you." And as soon as that's done, Master Gracie just kind of melts away. And now you can hear kind of like a squishing noise. And you suddenly something, really struggling for words here. Something moves forward into the place where Master Gracie was. And you can see this hulking, just mass of goo. And it's got tendrils coming out of it. And it is just looking for a fight. Let's roll initiative.
I'm ready to spell. I'd like to say that I'm ready to spell.
You did ready to spell.
Look at this
Fire
thing.
it.
It's kind of like
Fire
some kind
it.
of goo.
Fire it
I
off.
think it's more like a gack.
Okay, the first.
Has
27.
anyone ever
There,
seen the
fire.
Power Rangers movie?
That's a what,
No.
Arnald?
It's 27.
That'll
Wait,
hit. Roll
if-
damage.
If they were dying to meet us, now that they met us,
Gore-athy,
Damage,
it's
please.
kind of an expression.
11 damage of fire,
Okay.
followed
Thank
by
Uh,
a 24 to hit.
wait a minute.
What?
Do you get two?
I'm
The
using
scorching ray, it's
ray.
3 rays that all have an
3
attack.
rays.
Sure
you got
is.
3 rays. Do not miss your chance to break.
I'm using empowered fucking magic to reroll that damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. It's a 9.
Okay.
And then finally, another 24 to hit,
Okay.
which results in a 7 of the damages.
Okay. So you see Arnald panics and fires off 3 scorching rays, and as they hit the creature, you see it kind of like hiss and shrink away from where it got hit. It does not seem to like fire.
Oh, good. Welcome
Let's-
to Arnald's house.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative, my friends.
Here we go, kids. Remember, we
I got a nat
are
20.
entering into Alpha Protocol.
I still don't know what any of these mean.
All right, 20 to 25.
23.
Okay. 19 to 15.
I got a 16.
Arnald got a 17.
Okay. 14 to 10.
got a 14. 14 teen.
14. That is. What's your name? You're Gore-athy. Okay, and old school, what'd you get?
6.
That's 6.
All right.
6, bro.
6. Bruh.
All right, so we have our initiative order. Okay, so Snarlos, you are up first. You just watched Arnald fire off these scorching rays, and you hear like the singeing noise coming from where it hit. What do you do?
Snarlos pulls out with his bonus action. He uses a superiority dice to use a bonus action for a quick toss, and
Okay.
he pulls out his storm boomerang. That was his artifact that he nicked before he left,
Yep.
and he says, "Here, boy, time to go fetch," and tosses it at the what's called creature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to use a precision attack
which
Okay.
allows me to expend 1 superiority dice to add it to the roll before or after the roll.
Yep.
Before any effects are applied. Okay,
Yep.
so I guess I can roll first if I roll good, but
Yep.
we'll see.
Yep.
I got a 10 plus 8. I think I'll keep an 18.
That will hit.
Okay, so no thing.
Mhm.
It's gonna take 1d4 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
which is 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then it is going to take 3d4 thunder damage. That is 8 thunder damage.
Okay.
And then it must succeed a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of next turn.
Okay. That is what save was it?
10
What kind?
Constitution.
That is a 10.
It happens.
Ugh.
Okay. Switching over to
Okay.
the bow.
Okay.
We will go with a sharpshooter shot to start off. Did I have disadvantage? No, it's -5. So I got a 14 -5 plus 8, so it's +3. 17 hit.
That does hit.
Okay, great. That is 5 plus 5 damage plus the extra 10 damage, so that's
Jesus.
20 damage, magic damage from the bow. You gave me a +2 longbow. This is what
I did.
happens.
Yeah, I'm regretting that decision.
Suddenly there's 2 blobs.
Second attack. I'm also going to use the sharpshooter on this. 17 plus 3 is 20. That's gonna hit.
Yep.
1 plus 5 is 6. Plus the 10 extra damage is 16. So 36 magic damage from the bow, and 4 bludgeoning, and I forgot how much thunder damage I did. But I'm pretty sure you wrote it down before.
I did. We're good. All right. Well, takes a shit ton of damage from you, and your longbow, your arrows kind of like disappear into it. And it's let me just check one thing. Yeah, no, we're good. Your arrows disappear into it, lost forever. You can't get them back. Is that your turn?
Oh, search. I missed.
You missed. Okay. All right. That one goes wide, disappears into the darkness, also lost forever.
I'm gonna move to the opposite side of the room, and I'm gonna use my. Oh wait, I don't. Do I have a bonus? No, I use my bonus action, so I move to the opposite side of the room.
Okay. Cool. And so you're done. Arnald, you are up. Liz, you're on deck.
I'm going to use my bonus action to slap Gore-athy. No, I pull on her pigtail like a little boy who can't tell a little girl he likes her. And I give her dragon's breath.
Oh,
It is obviously fire damage.
Yeah.
And that is a bonus action. So there
Okay.
you go. And then I'm going to march up to within 15 feet of the blob and cast Burning Hands.
Can only do a cantrip after you cast a bonus action spell.
Really?
Yeah. You
Well,
can't
then I don't
do
do
it.
that. Fuck you. No dragon's breath for you.
Firebolt. That's still fire damage.
Yeah, you can't do. You can do a spell and a cantrip in a
Yeah,
turn.
but I want a lot of damage from me. I don't care about what he does.
Okay, but I'm saying you'll deal more damage in the long run.
I think that
but you
Arnald
don't
would
trade
want to
on-
help out. Gore-athy.
Don't do this math to me.
I think
That's
Arnald
bullshit.
would want to help.
You're a
out.
new spellcaster. I'm just trying to help.
No. This is not about math. This is about cool.
That's
I'm
very
going
true.
to use.
He's trying to
Burning
impress
Hands
Gore-athy now.
I like step past her, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Bah,
yeah.
Burning Hands.
Okay.
And I'm going to empower it with the.
Okay. So that, what do I have to do? I have to do. It's a dex save.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 10.
Nope.
Okay.
So it's
So-
19 fire damage.
Okay. Need my calculator now. Okay. All right. So perfect. Okay. Anything else?
No.
No. Okay. Liz, you're up. Gore-athy, you're on deck.
Oh, it's my turn.
It is your turn.
All right then. Gonna use my bonus action to channel the dark powers of Miss Frizzle. Question for you, Madam DM.
Yes.
Has it been an hour since last combat? Actually, 8 hours since last combat?
No.
Then I'm just gonna use my bonus action to move my hex. Not recast it, save that spell slot for later.
Yeah.
Gotta put hex on this blob.
Okay.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Yeah.
The dark powers of Miss Frizzle.
Let's do it. The power of knowledge.
It's gonna be a 25.
That'll do it.
It's gonna take full damage. That's 15 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hide behind the children.
All right.
End of turn.
Fantastic. All right, Gore-athy, you're up, and then this thing is on deck. Yeah.
Rage, rage, rage!
Yes!
Fucking rage!
Oh, that's absolutely another warlock someone could have played with the hormone monster being their patron.
Yeah, exactly, yeah!
Oh, I should have played a Hexblade warlock. That the hormone monster was there.
Awesome. All right, so you're raging.
Yeah, going in for the overhand swipe.
Here you are. Awesome. Roll me an attack.
You damn right I will.
Siegfried special.
Siegfried special. Coming in hot. It's a 24.
Uh-huh. To hit? Yes, that hit.
Okay. Then we got 16 damage
Okay.
for the first attack.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
Actually, never mind. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, is Arnald in threatening distance?
If he
Are you right
used
next to
Burning Hands, he probably is.
I'm going to circle around and then use my second attack to get flanking.
Nice. Okay.
Going for the attack. Alpha protocol. So the first one's 23. Next, okay, yeah. So 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
Going in. Oh, that's another 16 damage.
Okay.
That's the end of
That's it.
Gore-athy.
We're good. Okay. That's the end of Gore-athy.
That's the end of Gore-athy.
The end of Gore-athy. All right. So as this all is happening at all at once, Arnald does his burning hands. Liz,
This is the dark powers of Miss Frizzle.
thank you. Yeah, I completely fucking forgot what you did. Yep. And Gore-athy just comes raging, and Snarlos pew-pewed into it, and oh my god, I'm so not good at combat, guys.
Okay.
Doing great.
You do great. Doing great.
All right. It is pissed off. You can tell it doesn't have a face, but just by its body language, it's pissed off.
Just
Yep, exactly. And it is going to make 2 attacks with its pseudopods at Gore-athy and Arnald, but they are going to be at disadvantage because it took fire damage.
it's also going to be a disadvantage because I have ancestral protectors. So
Oh, excuse me.
Wait, there's no such
Yeah.
thing as double disadvantage, so
Yep.
fuck you, Gore-athy.
All right, so that is going to
I'm in 5th
be
grade. What do you want from me?
18 to hit, which I believe hits you. Yeah, your AC is 15.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hits me.
Is
Sorry.
it? Does it? That
Yeah.
was when you were a blood hunter. I don't know if it changed.
It's 15, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is going to be.
That's with disadvantage, right?
Yep, that was with disadvantage.
Okay.
That is going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage plus 7 psychic damage. So that is going to be 19 points of damage altogether.
I think I
So
know what
I have
this
to, I have
thing
to
is.
half the bludgeoning 6, 7, so 13 damage.
Very good. Yes, because you are raging. Very nice.
Right.
All right, so that one, and then it's going to make the second one at Arnald at disadvantage. That is a 13 to hit. Arnald?
I think that is not my AC, so no.
No, you've got armor, so you
Mm-hmm.
As
buffed
a
yourself
sorcerer?
up. He, yeah, apparently. Actually, that is a very good point.
Well,
But
yeah, I'm not
that's
proficient in it.
yeah.
Well, well, then you
You can't cast spells if you're not.
can't cast
Yeah.
spells
with
if you're not
armor.
proficient in the armor you're wearing.
That doesn't make any sense.
Thanks, guys.
All right, then hang on.
And just
So
take-
you have to just take off
So
the
yeah,
armor.
that hits then.
Okay.
This would be in a
How,
spell.
how does that make any sense?
You just need proficiency in it. So
Yeah.
I
that
know, but it's just a piece of never mind. Okay.
Hey,
Gotta
it's,
wave
uh,
your
it's,
hands
uh,
around like a
Yeah, you can wave your hands. Yeah,
guy.
you can't wait.
Oh god. Oh god, this
It's literally like you like mess up your spells because you're just not coordinated enough to wear the armor and
All right,
cast.
that doesn't make any sense to me, but go ahead.
actually it makes total sense to everyone.
Anyway,
We'll discuss off screen. 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved.
And why?
Because my thing also gives resistance to the damage dealt to the creature. Ancestral
What?
Protectors. Since I attack the creature,
Uh-huh.
if it doesn't target me,
Uh-huh.
if it attacks
Oh.
anybody else,
Huh.
it gets disadvantage on whoever else, and it also gives everybody else resistance.
That's a pretty cool
it's
feature.
a tinking feature.
Yeah.
Draw the
All right.
attacks to him.
Also 7 points
Dorothy.
of psychic
Her?
damage. So 14 total. All right, and that is its turn. Old school, you're up.
How big is
Spirits
this
on our
room?
side too.
How big is this room? I would say 50 by 50.
Fantastic. At the entrance where we entered, where I imagine old school still is, she is going to conjure
Mm-hmm.
an animal
Ooh.
that takes the
Kind of
form
Yeah.
of a giant elk.
Ooh. Very cool.
So you see, she goes, Miss Seed always said that this would be the right thing to do in times of need, and she slams her staff on the ground, and druidic magic things happen, and it constructs itself into first it's like a wooden viney creature, and then you see it forms into a giant elk, and then the fur goes down it, and then the elk makes that elk noise that I really wish I could reproduce because I think it's one of the most beautiful sounds in the world. But it does that bellow,
Mm-hmm.
scuffs its hooves, and then charges 20 feet straight at the creature,
Very nice.
initiating its charge.
That's what I call Alpha Protocol.
I learned from the best. Ho! Well, it's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Fantastic. So that's 4d6. "21 points of bludgeoning damage as this giant elk barrels past Arnald, plowing its antlers into the creature.
All right. This thing is starting to look rough. You can see it as the antlers sink into its side, it cringes away from it and doesn't quite get back into defensive position as it normally would.
And then going to Thorn Whip it
Okay.
for a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Fantastic. For 2 points of piercing damage.
Woo!
And if I can elect to not pull it closer to me.
Sure. Okay. So you just retract.
Yeah, so I just whip it. whip it real good.
Real good.
Good. Awesome.
And that
All right.
ends
That is
Old
your
School's
turn.
turn.
All right. We are back to the top with Snarlos.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Shoot first. Use another maneuver. We're gonna go with the distracting strike this time.
Okay.
No sharpshooter this time because I kind of want
Okay.
this to hit. I rolled a 2, so that's probably not gonna hit.
That-
but let's
nope.
see. It's +8 is 10.
That's gonna miss.
Okay. We will do it again. Distracting strike.
All right.
I'm gonna go for the sharpshooter. Oh, it fell off the table. Re-rolling. Nat 20. I'm the best. So many 20s tonight.
Well,
Okay.
It's pure luck. It's not about
To tell you, man.
being the best.
All right. What
How
is?
dare you?
Okay,
quantify
so we're gonna
I bet-
go with
I have a feeling this is gonna do it, but just in case.
yeah. Well, just in case I got a lot of stuff. D6. I got an 8, highest dice roll. Plus I think it was 5, but I'll double check on that. Yeah, it's D8 plus 5.
Okay, that's it. That's it. You don't no more. How do you want to? How do you want to do it?
I had a racial ability that gave me +5 to damage. I look at the slime and I take my. Well, first I whiff terribly,
Terrible.
and I pull the final arrow back, and I say, "I don't know if this thing has a brain, but I'm about to shoot it." And I pull it back as far as I can, and I close my eyes and let it go, and this stream of magical energy shoots off in a swirl outside of my what's called arrow as I shoot it out, kind of like a Power Rangers like team up cannon blast, and it just like it as the arrow cuts through the slime, it looks like the arrow's like not even hitting it. It like eviscerates away as it's like getting close to the arrow and just like splits a big old hole right through the center of it.
Very cool. I can't describe it any better than that. That's exactly what happens. So as as all the dust settles from this very quick combat, the ooze kind of just seeps through the cracks in the floor to be seen no more. And as it like drips through the floor, you see a small ring left behind.
What did we
Liz,
learn, kids?
is that it?
What did we learn, kids, from the idol? Don't grab things without our sandbag. I'm gonna use my mage
Yes,
hand. Arnald, you're gonna put the sandbag down.
You got it. I say it. I untie my sandbag from my backpack.
Everyone's got 4 sandbags on their belts.
Yep.
I didn't get my sandbags.
You hear
You're supposed to
Miss
bring it
Drizzle
from
the-
home.
you hear,
Prerequisite.
we'll get it for you when we get back to school.
I didn't get a chance to summon the ferocious power of Miss Frizzle during this combat, but this'll have to do.
Guys.
And Old School goes up next to the elk and just like absentmindedly pets it because the elk will now be joining them for the next hour.
Excellent.
I was gonna use my last charge of Miss Frizzle help to try to get some kind of mega extra Miss Frizzle bomb or something from.
The frizzle bomb. Love it. Love it. Okay.
Looks like we got ourselves a key here.
It's a ring.
It's
Ring.
a ring.
I meant ring. I don't know why I heard key in my head.
All right.
I'm ready with the sandbag.
Put the sandbag down now.
I drop it.
And I
Gently.
pick up the key with my mage hand.
The ring. It's a ring.
I'm gonna keep saying key until I find a treasure chest for this key. Sorry. Pick up the ring.
You hear, Liz, you hear a tickle in the back of your mind as Miss Frizzle is talking to you.
Oh, hey. What's up, Mom? Oh, that's right. It's
Yeah.
via Discord.
It is via Discord. Yeah.
Very sorry for those of you at home.
You know,
So what do you think the relic is gonna be this time?
Hey,
I
everybody.
hope it's more
This
gum.
ring, it's very magical. Like, very magical. I don't have any ways to really understand the magic other than detect magic. So
Well, you think that that's our fucking artifact that she wants?
I have a strong feeling Miss Frizzle wants this ring. It might be, some kind of ring of power.
Oh.
Can we go back and watch the second Finding Nemo movie?
You hear Miss Drizzle calling from the from
Foyer.
outside. From the foyer. Thank you. Can't that fucking word. All right, everyone. Wow. It's time to go home now. Did you get what you came in for?
And then some.
I got what I was looking for, but it wasn't a relic. It was the power of friendship.
Yeah.
And
Look, guys,
Yeah.
we did it, and all it took was a jock, according to Gore-athy, a brainiac, according to old school, a fucking, I don't know, what are you, an athlete, and a
mean
cool
arm.
guy.
That's right. And don't forget
Don't
about
forget
your
the lizard.
Sorry,
anthropomorphic lizard friend.
And then Arnold walks up the steps, and as he does this.
Right,
And as
everybody.
he does that, Snarlos passes him a note. And
I read the note.
it-
Secretly.
the note opens up and it says,
the most valuable thing to me is that relic. Let us leave Miss Frizzle destitute like a dog.
If you so happen to betray Miss Frizzle, Liz will have his vengeance.
I
Oh my
read
God.
the note back and I say totes down on the coup, man. 100% on board to leave everyone else destitute like a dog.
It's a good
Don't
thing
get
that
the
Liz.
reference.
It's not a reference. They're just trying to betray Miss Frizzle. It's a good thing Liz took the ring.
It's a good thing Liz took the ring. Okay, so you all, to this creepy music, make your way out of the haunted mansion, successfully avoiding the suits of armor, back down to where the carriage awaits you. You climb back into the carriage, feeling exhausted from a long field trip.
Everybody eat your gushes. Your insect gushes.
Miss Drizzle passes
Tired
around.
of gushers, Liz.
Miss Drizzle passes around some more snacks and
I
juice
do have
boxes.
some fruit roll-ups. That's your preference.
Ooh,
There we
are they
go.
the tongue tattoo
Now-
ones?
now
They're
you're
the tongue
talking.
tattoo ones.
They are the
I
tongue
can't
tattoo
have
ones.
artificial sugar.
For you, old school, I've got some fruit leather.
Fantastic.
It tastes
As
like
you are
bitter
all-
grossness.
It's pretty much just orange peel.
As you are all chowing down on your snacks, Miss Drizzle enters the coordinates for your school, and the carriage launches into space and time once more. And you smile as you, well, some of you, I guess, smile as you watch the world of color flash by the windows. It screeches to a halt in the parking lot behind your school in the exact same spot it started earlier in the day. As soon as everybody's off the carriage, you hear a big poof as it splays out on the pavement, equally as exhausted as you are from the day's adventures.
Hey man, you want to go to the bar after this? Once the kids are all gone?
You, one of the wheels lifts up like, yeah, I'll meet you there.
And I high five the carriage.
When you return to your classroom, you all sit at your desks as it's not quite time to go home yet. You've got about 15 minutes before it's time to pack up. So Miss Drizzle places the silver monkey statue and the ring on Miss Frizzle's desk and beams around at all of you. Well, I certainly can't wait to tell my sister about our adventures today. She opens the substitute folder to double check that she did everything on the lesson plans. And she says, there's just one last thing to do, everyone. Miss Frizzle would like you to write about your favorite part today. Yes, even you, Liz. And we are going to
I don't know how to read.
this. we we are going to end this epic field trip as I do in real life with my students by sharing our favorite moments from the field trip. Who would like to go first?
I thought it was really nice when we went into the jungle and we met those wonderful displacer beasts. But then it wasn't so nice when my classmates slaughtered them like animals in front of my face. And I will never get the image.
It's so right, kid. You made friends with one of them?
And Old
focus
School
on
just
the-
starts sobbing in her seat.
The moment.
We'll talk after school.
This is the moment where Snarlos releases Thing from his backpack and has it crawl along the thing and attempts to steal one of the relics.
Not so fast, kid. Watching these relics. Get your hands off them.
Liz is
You
But-
can't blame a goblin for trying.
I'm going to, in this moment, summon the terrifying and dark presence of Miss Frizzle to frighten you into submission.
And as he does that,
Literally using my archfey
Yep.
presence.
love it, love it. There's just this like huge spectral image of Miss Frizzle and just standing over you and gives you the meanest teacher look you have ever seen. Just like
Oh. You're done.
That's
you
right,
were
kid.
done.
You don't want us to use Zeta Protocol on you.
The color,
List of
the
Greek
color
symbols.
disappears from.
No, not
Snarlos'
after
face.
James, please. Anything but that.
My
Well,
favorite part of today was hearing that whale. I never heard a whale before.
That wasn't a whale, I don't.
But it
Yeah,
was
that
a
was
kind
pretty
of
cool,
whale, but
Gore-athy.
not
I
spelled
never-
W-H-A-L-E, but W-A-I-L.
Exactly.
Don't tell me what I know already.
Let's keep it moving.
I totally know.
Who's
that.
next? I believe you that you heard a whale.
well, I think my personal favorite part was probably when we got back to the school, but like also I guess I didn't mind the riddles. Thought those were pretty cool.
You were very good at those, Arnald.
Thanks. I'll talk to you later. I say and gives a very age-inappropriate wink and then sits down in his chair.
Was that everybody?
I did not go, and neither
Yeah, I
did
didn't-
Snarlos. So
I
that's
didn't
it.
think
Snarlos
so.
did
Okay, go for it, Snarlos.
I liked seeing Miss Frizzle's beautiful face at the end of the whole trip. It was really nice, and I think she's the best teacher ever. Also, I like shooting things.
the the image did not fade. It was just staring at you with that teacher look the entire time, but then lifts up and gives you a pat on the shoulder.
A chill runs down his spine.
100%.
I think that my favorite part of tonight's adventure, or today's, because it is still a school afternoon, was I certainly enjoyed the riddles, but I think even more so, I enjoyed the haunted mansion, getting to use some of the dark powers bestowed upon me by Miss Frizzle, in bringing about education to these children. But of course, and I'll give a side eye to Miss Drizzle. Of course, this was nowhere near as good as a normal day with Miss Frizzle here. Miss Drizzle, you're okay. You're no longer on thin ice. I think I approve of you.
Well, that is certainly high praise, Liz. Thank you very much. My
But you
favorite
won't.
moment- Oh,
Do the wrong
But-
thing.
oh
You're
no.
back on thin ice.
Understood. My favorite part of this entire venture was watching all of you use your smart brains to figure out the riddles and figuring out how to use all of your abilities that you had. It was just such a pleasure, and I cannot wait to share everything that happened with Miss Frizzle, and she promised that she will be back tomorrow. And with that, you hear the bell ring, and that is the end of our school day.
You know, this ain't so bad compared to my old school.
You ain't so bad.
Miss
Aw.
Frizzle better be back tomorrow. If
Maybe
she's
you
not,
should change your name to New School.
Oh, it's perfect.
No!
I love it.
It's a family
I
name.
love it. I love it. Oh man, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. That was so much fun, and that went better than I could have ever expected. There's even things I didn't do. Like I have like
How it
extra
always
stuff.
goes.
Yeah. Oh man. So thank
Equal.
you, you amazing Paradise Boys. Thank you, chat, for all the love I was reading throughout the entire night. This was so much fun. I had an absolute blast prepping all of this and getting to bring out the child in all of us. And I just have a couple of final announcements to go over before we say goodnight for the evening. Unless somebody had something they wanted to say first.
go for it.
All right. Well, you can find us here on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, YouTube, and all of your favorite podcast locations. Later this week, Mr. Liz, are we having Relaxing in Paradise on
Relaxing
Thursday?
in Paradise will still happen.
Excellent.
We're
Excellent.
gonna be painting
move
some
over, Sean.
minis. We're gonna be painting a nice little construct for Clayton.
Ooh.
I bought myself a mini to represent
nice.
something coming to you in season 2.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, so tune in right here on Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for Relaxing in Paradise as Sean gets ready for our season 2 premiere. But before our season 2 premiere happens, we have another One Shot in Paradise happening this Saturday, February 13th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Duval is going to be our guest DM. Duval! And our very own Stefan and Clayton will be playing with Draconics, or Drac for short, who played the lovable turtle Leopold, or Leo to his friends, in last week's One Shot, and had that amazing moment with Lene. That was such a beautiful moment. So he will be back along with D&D Jordan Lee and Fung Fu Pai from Dicey Amazons. We have a really great cast, as well as Did I say Clayton and Stefan already?
Mhm.
I can't
He gave us a little sneak
Understand.
peek, and I believe it's
Ooh.
going to be Chrono Trigger themed.
Ooh, I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool.
A fun video game from the SNES era.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So check that out at 3 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, February 13th. And then this time next week, the Wayward 5 returns. We are back with Advantage in Paradise next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are working on short season 1 recap videos for anyone who wants to catch up for the season 2 premiere, before the season 2 premiere next week. And we are also working to catch up with our backlog, cleaning up our YouTube channel, and hopefully that will all be up to date soon. We also have something amazing coming from Eddie York, and we just can't wait to be back with the Wayward 5. And that's it. That's all from Paradise, unless anybody has something else
Thank
they'd like to
you,
say.
everybody, for hanging out with us tonight in One Shot in Paradise. Producer Sean is taking over. The chameleon is gone. And since we have such a great audience here tonight, and you guys did such an amazing job, and Shannon knocked it out of the park for first time DMing for adults and first time DMing live. Really, honestly, great stuff. You should consider writing this one shot down and putting it up on DM's Guild as a Magic School Bus themed one shot. I think people would buy it.
Awesome.
But not to waste our lovely audience here, we are going to be doing a raid to end the evening. We are going to be raiding Critical Bard, who is streaming right now. So stick around, folks. Head on over there, give him a fond Paradise hello, and support him and all sorts of great creators this month. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. We will see you all soon, this Saturday and next Monday and beyond. But
Love you. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
good night. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2,
Three.
1.
Are we out or what?
Two,
Wait, are you
one.
counting us out?
No,
No, he's having us raid.
Yeah, the raid
Yeah.
is.
Nice job, Shannon. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Yay, Shannon.
I'm exhausted.